The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to McStabber Studios' Stories of Windy City. I am, of course, the storyteller, Shanky McStabber.
And I am Merlin Dare, and I am playing Matilda. Tilly is what she goes by, Wood, of Clan Nosferatu.
And I'm Junie Von Esch. I'm playing Evelyn, also known as Evie Lambert, from Clan Ventro.
I am Comic Book Joker, and I am playing Horace Yunkin of Clan Hecata.
Hi, I'm Tabarish, and I will be playing Bruno de Leon, an ex-journalist Emma Kevin.
Hello, I'm Zeddy, and I'll be playing Howard Ness, a gangrel from Cleveland.
I'd like to thank this amazing group of players who've come for this one-shot. For those that don't understand what Stories of Windy City is, this is a one-shot that is based in the same canon universe as the rest of the Shankyverse. Same Chicago. It's a side story that tells a little bit about actions in the city that the Coterie aren't involved in, but it does link back to what they're doing. In this particular case, we have a group of young neonates here who have in some way displeased either a member of the court or the prince himself even, and have been sent to Critus' school for wayward kindred. Now in this school, it's all about teaching you the proper respect of the traditions and how to survive in vampire society. But on this night, it is the night of a big storm. Storm that rocked Chicago. Storm that appeared right at the end of season 5, as a matter of fact. And as you all have gathered inside Critus' professor's room, his little office he has, you can already hear the wind and rain picking up outside, though you know that there was no storm forecast. And as you gather in the room, the old man comes in, white, long beard, wearing his toga of all things. Good evening. I'm sure you wonder why I've called you here tonight. You feel you're ready to graduate. But before you can do that, there is one important task you must do to show you can operate within the rules of our society. It's a simple task, but important. I need you to find an oracle named Lydia. You are to go see her and get a small stone idol. The idol appears to be a weather vane of some sort. Now, as this is your final test, you will go and get it, and you will succeed, or else this group of kindred will face final death for failing my school. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Completely.
Do you
Yes,
have
sir.
any questions?
No, sir, except...
Do we bring
We
the
can
object back
Yeah.
here?
Yes. Yes, you bring it back here to me. There's a storm outside. It's going to complicate things a bit. But we don't often get to choose the events and what goes on when we do them.
Do we know where this Lydia is going to be?
That is part of what you're supposed to find out.
Figured it was worth a shot.
Are there any other questions?
Is there any available information on how we might start this?
Lydia is an oracle. My understanding, she's of House Tremere. Though don't think it's easy. You won't find her in the Chantry. You all have people you know. You all have your own information sources. Perhaps you can work together and find out where she is. You have until dawn. If there are no further questions, I suggest you leave now.
Of course. Thank you, sir.
And as you step from the office, right outside the door, you actually almost bump into a young woman. African-American, long hair, real young. She kind of looks at you all with wide eyes. And you hear Carisha speak. Come on in. We have to have a talk. You've been listening in, haven't you? And the command in his voice is obvious because she doesn't even hesitate. She just starts walking right into the office.
She's fucked.
Unequivocally.
So where do you all wish to gather so you can talk that's not in the middle of the hallways of a school?
Well, speaking of that, I'm going to, before I step out, I am going to rouse Unseen Passage because I look like a rotting corpse.
Okay. Go ahead.
Pass that rouse check.
Good. And the moment you all's eyes leave Horace, he's gone. Now, for those that don't understand how I do sense the unseen and unseen passage, or unseen passage, because of the way it works, if you let your companions know, your coterie members here, or your neonate friends, they will be able to see you as long as you don't break line of sight with them. But it does not break it for everybody else because it's a mental power. One person being able to see you does not mean automatically everyone can see you. It's just the mental part no longer affects that person. It is a unique house rule we use, but it makes the power actually work correctly.
Well, regardless, Horace isn't telling anybody. He's just staying close.
When I notice that Horace is no longer there, I use Sense and See.
Oh, you're going to attempt to see him. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me pull up my. It's going to be a contested roll.
Yep.
You are
I've
going
got
to
my
use.
wits and obfuscate in hand.
Yep. It is a roll of wits, or no, resolve all specs because you are trying to force it, versus wits and obfuscate.
Wits and Obfuscate.
You use wits all specs.
Wits off.
Yeah.
Yes,
My
Bruno, you're
wits
using wits and
obfuscate,
all
your wits
specs.
aspects.
Though you can use resolve since you're forcing it if you wish.
Tilly takes out a card from her bag, hands it to Evie. It's my number. I'm sure you can round up these chuckle fucks and get them directed somewhere. I'm going to make some calls and see what I can find out.
She will return with her card and say, I'm already going with my contacts to see if I can find him.
Excellent.
If you want to go together with this, I'm down.
Oh, we will. I just need to have some private conversations with some people.
You got it.
3 successes each. I am the defending player. I was defending character, which
Yep.
means Bruno wins.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to. You can see him stand there. He's a vague outline, but you see him. He's hazy. Lily, I need you to roll intelligence.
Not Lily.
Sorry, Tilly. Tilly, roll intelligence plus streetwise and use your specialization, please.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible if Evie can turn around and use her streetwise in context or no?
You can, but
Perfect.
this is a particular knowledge check I'm doing
Okay.
for Tilly here because of
GG.
lore sheets picked.
Got you.
I'll explain the lore sheet here in a second.
That is 6 successes.
Drawing on your knowledge of the labyrinth that exists under Chicago and the labyrinth lore sheet. You've heard rumors of an oracle named Lydia. The way to get to her is an abandoned train station on block 37 of the city.
Actually, Evie, I just had a thought. We need to all go to the train station. I might
good to
know.
know.
I might know where we need to go.
We going under?
That is
Yep.
very useful.
Cool.
Everybody hears in Horace's voice, like he's clearly around. But
Oh,
Now that you've told
Yeah.
their brain that you are there, they can all see you.
Mm-hmm.
perfect.
But
even
it has
better.
not broke your ability, so anyone else that runs across you won't see you until, well, you let them know.
let's just get this going.
Are you driving,
Yeah,
Miss
let's-
Moneybags?
Sure, why the fuck not?
So you are all going to head to Miss Moneybags. Interesting nickname.
I'll
Now, do you
pretend I
have a
got it.
vehicle big enough to hold? I mean, I suspect the guys are packed in pretty tight in the back seat.
Oh, I have a tow.
Oh,
They
Oh,
can
you-
man spread if they need to. Girls got shotgun.
for everyone in the vehicle, as you're riding,
Mhm.
please give me wits awareness, because I always require that when you ride in a car somewhere.
If instincts apply.
Yes, you can use your instincts specialization, sure.
Browsing what's past.
That is a bestial failure.
I'm hitting you with compulsion, Tilly. You must find out why he wants this weather vane statue.
Got it.
Okay, please announce them. I can't read it on the screen because I'm busy,
So,
5 successes.
5.
5. As you step and you're driving, the storm that wasn't predicted to be here has picked up the wind and rain. The rain has switched to ice now, freezing everything it touches. It's howling. The roads
So
are empty. People have immediately gone to cover. You don't even see the plows yet because this was not forecasted. Nobody knew this was coming. But you don't appear to see anybody following you.
I'm putting defrost on the windshield and just keep going because that's going to help mitigate the ice on the windshield and everything, and keep driving.
I'm going to rouse for Mask of 1,000 Faces. I've pulled my shawl up over my face to hide what's going on. And I succeeded.
So
Okay.
where Tilly was almost plastic, expressionless in a lot of ways, you now see a perfectly average person. Nothing out of the ordinary, plainly average, which most kindred have learned to understand and to recognize. Bruno, as you're riding, I've made some secret rolls here. Something is nagging at the back of your head. Some sort of, call it, suspicion of the blood. You are being watched. You suspect you're being watched through some sort of power remotely. But somebody is keeping tabs on you.
Do I know is do I feel that that person is in this car? Or
Oh, no. You can feel something tells you it's a distance away. They're able to watch you from afar. I turn the scene to the
Yeah.
players. You all can have a discussion in the car, of course, because now you're in a safe place to talk. It's a great chance for you all to discuss your mission.
I've got some connections under the city. I've heard rumors about this oracle down there. I know that going to this train station is the way we get in to get to her.
well, that's convenient.
Pays to know people.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Well, pays to be in the right clan. You downgraded. I mean,
Have to
you're not
probably
as
has
shiny anymore.
No, I'm not as shiny anymore, but at least now I can actually do expressions and such so that when people see me, they don't get, put off.
Oh no, I like it when you don't give expressions. I have to know guess what it is what you're talking about with your voice. Jesus, you're giving me practice.
I know. It is sometimes handy. People can't read my thoughts from my expressions.
You just don't get around a Toreador for that shit. Fucking bitches, man.
Oh, fucking kidding.
Yeah, how do you think I got into this fucking mess?
You too?
I was I was guarding somebody. Something happened, a little slip, Annabelle was right fucking there.
I went to this fucking party and it was this guy hosting a party with a bunch of fucking fashion people, people. And there was shit just laying around and I happened to walk off with it. Well, this guy happened to be one of the pets of one of the Toreadors and Annabelle got all pissed that a Nosferatu stole their shit. And well, here I am. Didn't break a goddamn tradition.
I may have lost myself just a little bit, but if they could sweep it in for their own fucking clan, I mean, seriously.
Yeah. This is some
I did-
bullshit.
all I did was, enter town, and because I didn't announce myself, I got hauled in here. I didn't
Yes,
even know I was supposed to announce myself.
that's because you're baby.
I don't feel I'm okay if you say so, I guess.
I mean, like baby as in you weren't educated.
No, absolutely not. I was left completely in the wild.
Well,
Just-
that kind of goes for your clan, my dude.
It's just pretty much me and the squirrels for like 20 years.
What, do you know how to squeakin', squeakin', and squeakin'?
Oh yeah. Got a pet badger back in the truck.
Oh, please don't tell me it's called honey badger.
Maybe.
Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ.
Does it not give a shit?
It probably doesn't.
It really doesn't. As long as I feed him, he's happy.
Okay, so welcome to Gangrel Boy and Meme Badger.
Badgers will fuck you up.
Yeah,
Like a hawk.
he just sitting there digging a hole out in the park one day, and I'm like, I need a friend. These squirrels just aren't cutting it anymore.
And so you made friends with a badger.
It's kind of a forced. I mean, it was either that or adopt a human, and I don't know. It didn't seem like a good idea.
Yeah, that will be worse.
That's trickier.
And I think you have to announce that.
Well, that was back in Cleveland. Like I said, I just got to Chicago like before these classes started. So
Wait, you're from Cleveland? Why the fuck did you come here?
there was a letter on my truck saying, if you want to know more about what you are, go to Chicago and find out. So I did.
That's
And
just
poof.
an invitation for fuck around and find out. You fucked around, now you're finding out.
Okay. I guess I'm still pretty new to all this. There's a lot I don't know yet, guys. I'm sorry.
Right. Look,
So I'm going to follow you guys' lead here. I just don't know. I know what works in Cleveland, but this isn't Cleveland. Things seem to be a lot different here.
Amp all your shit up to 11.
Yeah, I'm gathering that real fast. Not a lot of guys in togas in Cleveland, at least outside of college.
Dude, that's just greatest, my dude.
Yeah, what's his deal?
he's old.
Well, yeah, I've known some I had grandparents and all that
Oh.
once upon a time. I mean, I've
Mm.
met old people before.
No, he's old. Centuries, possibly.
So you're saying like we can get to be that old?
If you live through this.
Theoretically, we can live forever.
Huh.
I mean, that guy is from ancient Greece. It's been here a while.
Wow. That's good
What
to
do
know.
you think
So
the toga means?
I just assumed he took college seriously.
Oh, so that's the problem you assumed. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn to get rid of that fast, aren't
Yeah,
I?
don't think.
Yes.
Just react.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's one assumption that you are always safe to make.
There's more to it than I think there is.
Okay,
I
two
I
assumptions. The other one is until proven otherwise, everyone is dangerous.
yeah, I kind of gone with that already. That's
Oh,
the only
good.
reason I think
Good.
I've survived this long.
Evelyn,
Yeah, that
please give me a dexterity plus drive check.
Hmm.
Sure.
The roads
Love
are
to.
icy. You know, the roads are icy.
Using Dex because God only knows this is what's going to happen.
For those that don't understand, the driver has 0 drive skill, which means you can drive okay, but it's a storm. Windy and icy.
I got 3.
oh god.
3, huh? Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, that's not bad.
it's a great. Ice Princess didn't want to drive, so leave it to a queen.
We put enough weight in the back.
This is true.
You slide a bit. You do manage to get
Motherfucker.
control of the car. Right as you get control of the car, you happen to pass right by a cop car.
That's fine. I've slowed down and there's got the salt. We're good. Just evening it out because it was an ice patch and we're still driving at speed limit. Nice and smooth.
Obvious the cop didn't see you losing control and didn't think anything suspicious. So
Beauty.
Nice.
Hey, you drive these streets enough, you know how to roll it.
Yeah, we're
Well,
almost there anyway.
Thank
What-
God.
One thing's for sure, you all have snow up here just like we do over in Cleveland, so at least it's not that unfamiliar.
My dude. We're on the
It's
same.
Ohio.
I mean, really, seriously, we get more snow than you guys do. And we're surrounded by just one lake. You got like 2 or 3.
Yeah, but we get a lot of snow there.
Yeah, so do we.
It's fine. Okay, we're here. I'm getting out.
That's fine. Wait, can I park the fucking car, princess?
No.
Jesus Christ. Just open up, tuck and roll, my dude. Just open up a tuck and roll. Fuck you. I'm parking.
Hmm.
Wow.
What?
So where you've pulled up is outside actually one of the regular stations that lead to the L,
Mhm.
but it's actually where it transitions from an above to a below ground.
Follow me. And I will take them through the normal L station. And then I walk down the tracks until we get to a side tunnel.
Avoiding the third rail,
Hmm.
unless somebody wishes to test it.
Do I need to roll Dex Athletics?
No,
to
I
see
just
if
wonder if somebody deliberately wants to hit
Oh.
it. Thankfully, as soon as you get out from under the weather, not a lot of, I mean, there's a little bit of ice building from what's been blown in, but it hasn't exactly hit the point of filling up this area where it's icy all down the tunnel yet. Trains have all stopped. So you have no problems going down into this dark tunnel. As you head down, she finds right where she said there's a side tunnel that leads deeper. Now, as you go through it, you actually, within a few hundred feet, come upon it's an abandoned station. You don't know when it was built. You don't know why it was built, but it's obvious it's not in use.
It's through here.
Hmm.
Gotcha.
When you enter it, it's dark. Still 1 or 2 lights. Someone has gone through the process of lighting it, but not enough to see very well. But you definitely hear something coming from the far side of it in the darkened areas. Yes,
Eyes of the beast, please.
as
I'm
you
gonna do the same.
put on Eyes of the Beast, you see somebody perched on the far side of it. He's up on the rafters, clear as day with Eyes of the Beast.
She'll judge
Almost
me,
looks
don't mind it.
bat-like. T-shirt, blue jeans. And under him's a horde of rats, just fucking around, it looks like. Being rats. but he's just watching you from up there.
Do I know who should be here?
No, you don't know who normally would operate out of this one. As far as you know, this section isn't claimed by the crew that normally lives in the labyrinth. It's a little deeper in.
Hmm. Just passing through.
And he jumps down. What are y'all doing around here? And as he steps forward, long fangs, obvious Nosferatu.
Do I know who it is now that he stepped forward?
Given your history, you've heard there's only a few Nos that are known to be, obviously bat-like. And this would be Nick.
Hmm. Nick, we've got something to do down below.
Now you do, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're clear. We know that.
They're with me.
Yeah, well, there's been a lot of people trespassing down here that shouldn't. My friends and I were just about to go looking.
Oh.
So,
You want me to send word to your little friends there if I see someone you're looking for?
well, I want to know what your friends are doing here. Sorry, you don't have to say anything, but them.
Risha sent us on a task.
What's that fucker got to do with down here? This is Nos territory, not Bruja. This is our domain.
I think he's sending us to our death, to be completely frank.
I've seen you before, Evelyn.
Yeah, what up?
You used to spend time at the Succubus Club, didn't you?
Not by choice. I'd rather spend time down here than that club.
Well, I tell you what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
I'll let y'all through because of Tilly.
thank you.
I'm looking for a burnt, fucked up looking individual. One blue eye. If you see him, let me know. If you see I guess I would say if you see a bunch of homeless, but we've got a number of those living down there, so that's not very helpful. If you come across any ovals with looks like an I in it and a K, let me know.
Sure, how do I contact you?
Oh, you'll have somebody following you.
I always have somebody following me.
And then one of the little rats, he turns over his head and you hear him make some squeaky noises at it, chittering noises, and it runs over. And it's basically standing now about 5 feet from you, just watching.
I naturally look down at the rat and say, "Hi, little fella."
Going to need a rouse check if you're going to use your Feral Whispers,
I sure am.
because it is not your familius.
And I failed.
And you get
Little one.
hungrier. Your beast speaks in your head. You should have never left fucking Chicago. Or, sorry, Cleveland. Everything's gone wrong since you left Cleveland. You should have stayed in your home turf. Now you're going to end up dead. It's probably what happened to your sire.
Probably.
And the rat actually looks at you. You stink. You smell like badger.
I do.
And he looks over and starts squeaking again at Nick. Nick just shakes his head. He's not happy. He doesn't want to follow y'all.
Oh, great.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to follow me either.
Y'all be careful going down there. Tilly, you know where this goes, right?
I know generally.
He sends y'all to see the Oracle.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all didn't bring a gift for her, did you? I guess you are the gift.
What does she usually like? I'm sure I have something in my bag.
Something to eat. Probably going to be you.
Hmm.
She just want a little kiss. It's okay.
Any chance she likes animal?
No, I doubt that.
Fantastic.
Got to watch out, though. There's been some cave-ins up in there. A couple of the places aren't safe. You probably have to find a way around. You know, it's shifting all the time down there. Can't use the same way twice normally.
Yeah, that I know. That I know. Thank you, Nick.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah, well, you owe me. I could have
Always.
stopped your friends.
You could have.
And he turns, and you see him walk down another passage. It doesn't lead towards the Oracle, and all the rats follow him but one. And that one is sitting right at 5 feet from you, just watching.
And I don't have feral whispers, but I'm going to look at the rat on the off chance he might understand me and say, if I survive this, I'll get you some food.
It chitters a bit, squeaks a bit,
Town will get the bestest fucking cheese ever.
goes over and bites a little bit of Howard's shoe.
See if I have some peanut butter in my pocket here.
All right, should be this way. I'll keep an eye out for any passages that don't look safe.
Should we look and find somebody for a gift?
Oh, I'm sure there'll be someone we can get. It's not just our kind that hang out down here.
Oh, good.
So you all are heading down this little tunnel. I love this roll. We're going to wits awareness again. It's dark down there. There's not many lights. Now, you all can put lights if you wish for those that can't see. You've got cell phones. You can turn cell phone lights on. You've been expressly taught not to use them to discuss anything that might be kindred related. But a light on a cell phone is still a light. It's a flashlight. Quite useful.
If people do that, Evie will make sure she is turned away because she's got eyes of the beast still up.
Yep. Lets you see in complete darkness. Better than any light would give you.
Tilly will actually turn on her light on her phone.
Okay. How many you get,
Four for
Howard?
me. 4.
4, 3.
Total failure.
Oh, wow. Horace isn't seeing anything. 6 from
Nope.
Evelyn. Nice.
I got 5 with a crit.
5 with a crit. Very nice. As you move down into this tunnel. 5 with a crit. It's not hard for Tilly to pick out. She's used to these areas. She picks out a couple places where the floor looks unstable, a couple places where it's a shifting pile of rubble that the path over it had to be very careful. But Evelyn, you got 6. As you get deeper and deeper into here, your eyes of the beast notice what looks like 2 red eyes keeping just ahead of you. No matter which way Tilly goes, no matter which tunnel she takes, whether she takes a side trip or not, 2 red eyes are watching you. Always at the
Yeah.
edge of your vision.
Hey, Tell, you got an admirer up ahead.
Hmm.
And she'll just go like this and show her eyes at the beast to Tell.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I see.
And you all can see her eyes are red, even in the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
And Howard still has his on, but he didn't notice it.
No, I didn't. Too much time paying attention to the rat behind us.
But it's still following you.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to make sure I don't trip and fall on my face.
I mean, that would be a problem, wouldn't it?
You might need some Dex athletics up in this joint.
Or death athletics, depending on what those
That
eyes are.
too. All right.
Look,
So,
if
yep, I'm
y'all-
basically navigating folks around based on what I know of to get to her.
Okay. And as you're going deeper and deeper in here, you all start to hear noises. There's people talking. It's an echo of some kind. It runs through all these tunnels. You're definitely in some sort of old access. It's not even a sewer. It's some sort of access tunnel that was built off of this abandoned train station. No tracks are laid. You hear the echo, water dripping. The wind can even be heard from time to time, which is odd down here.
Have we seen any people?
None yet, but there's side tunnels you've been avoiding because you know generally the direction you're going. You also know that those are areas that kindred fear to tread unless invited.
Right.
But you all see her bypass. You don't know how she's navigating this. but she seems to know the way. And up ahead, you actually see a large, looks like an empty room of some kind. But Evelyn, the moment that room came into view, the eyes disappeared.
Your ears are gone.
Weird shit happens down here.
Yeah, I believe it. Hey, at least they're looking after you.
Or just being nosy.
Yeah, but y'all have a connection better than most of us. It's kind of nice. Quite refreshing. At
Do you
times.
approach this room, or are you just going to hang back and talk? There's your question.
I'm gonna utilize my understanding of architecture
Okay.
to analyze the appearance of this room to see if it looks dangerous, like it might collapse or otherwise be a problem for us.
Okay. That's one of your lore sheets, isn't it?
No, that is something that she went to school for.
Oh, okay. So you're going to roll. Let's see. Let's get a good roll on that. That's going to be...
Intelligence and academics architecture?
Sure. I like that.
Okay.
I always let the players come up with, if you suggest something that sounds believable to me, sure, I'll let you roll it. I always like to let the players pick their skills when they can, because,
Can anyone see if this doorknob is warded?
not a doorknob. It's just an opening into a room of some odd
just
kind.
That is 4.
4 successes. Okay. So what I'm going to tell you for your 4
But yes,
successes...
she does have the saboteur for the Zelios lore sheet. So she understands if things are going to fall apart.
What you see up ahead is the markings that are barely visible as you're shining. You realize that this is actually an old spot where it would have been a train yard piece that your guess is during World War II, maybe? Bodies passed through here to be offloaded of soldiers who died in the war as they were being shipped around. Based on your knowledge of architecture and your knowledge of the Undercity.
Yeah, this looks like one of the old transfer points where they
teller?
took bodies during World War II of soldiers.
Wait, Teller, can I use my American history to elaborate a little more
Sure.
on that?
That is also going to be in academics. It's going to be intelligence and academics. That sounds good.
This isn't gonna fall on us, is it, Tilly?
Did it look structurally sound?
Yes, it did.
It looks structurally sound.
One success.
Yes.
I mean, you know that there's definitely bodies were shipped via train and passed through all the major hub cities during the war. So what she said makes sense. Very well could be like that. And as you're discussing this and Tilly's talking about it, a cold breeze actually blows down through the hallway that leads to that room right in front of you. You feel it out of nowhere. There's been no breeze down here. But there is a cold breeze now.
Evie, you
bad?
said the eyes went away, right?
Yep. Oh, this is totally a trap.
Yeah, it's a bad.
I'm looking around to see if there's any other passages right near here.
Oh, there's several. But they also take you off your track and go into the territory of, well, some is claimed by other Nos that don't really play friendly with others. Some are claimed by other things. Some are claimed by things that you've never even heard of before, that you've just been told don't go near there because you won't come back. But
What's
you
the
are free to
navigation?
try it anyway.
Well,
Is
we
it
either
possi-
walk into the trap knowing it's a trap, which gives us a slight advantage, or we go into other areas that we don't know what's there and it might kill us.
One way or another, you're
it's-
killed either
yeah.
way. Fuck it.
I have an idea, guys. I have an idea. I wonder if I make some rat-like sounds, could I possibly see if there's any rats that might hear us and help us?
You could try.
What?
Rats probably won't set off a trap before we go in, but they
They
might
can,
see what the trap is if it's there.
or at least I can try. We certainly will fail if I don't try, right?
Yeah, you can use your feral whispers for that. Actually, that's a good use of feral whispers.
And if I understand correctly, I have to roll my hunger for that, correct?
Yes, it is always a rouse check because you're not commanding your. Now you could send your badger in there free because you don't have to use it for your familiars.
Problem is, where's my badger at other than my truck?
Well, I assumed you brought him with you, probably in a backpack. He's just hiding in it.
Very good. I think I'll go ahead and open my backpack. since
Always
he's
assume
apparently there.
competence. I assume you brought whatever makes sense you would have brought. Some of you may have weapons. Some of you may have, other things. If it makes sense, you have it. Because, well,
I have a better idea. Let me open up my backpack. Say, hey there,
as
fella.
soon as you pull him out, the rat takes off.
I got it. So I start talking to him. And I assume I don't have to do a blood potency.
No,
or
you don't have to do anything for this because it's your familius. He is bonded to you.
So
Hey.
I say, I need you to look around
Hey,
that corner real
wait a minute.
quick.
I smell rat. Is it dinner time?
Not right now. I need you to focus.
Okay, fine. I want food though.
There'll be plenty of opportunity. Did you eat any of the peanut butter that I had in the backpack?
Yeah, my tongue got stuck.
That
This
happens.
fucking thing that people can just switch to
And
animals.
all you all hear is him doing a series of growls and odd noises as he's talking to this badger that he's pulled out. Okay,
I set him
fine.
down on
Let me
the-
guess, scout
set him-
time, huh?
Yeah, I need you to go around the corner and be careful because there might be a trap there, and we're trying to see if there's anything in the room.
Can't smell that.
No, I can't.
I smell snow and ice.
I did feel a cold breeze.
So
Does
this
it fe-
badger runs up ahead. It literally takes 2 steps in the room and bolts right back to you.
What's up?
Snow's moving in there. It's
Snow's moving? Like alive?
2 legs. Looks like snow, made of snow,
Oh,
moving. It shouldn't be.
so I relay this to the group and I say, guys, I really don't think we want to go in that room because apparently Frosty the Snowman is in there.
What?
Yeah, there's some sort of animated snowman.
Oh, great. Elsa's alive. Fan-fucking-tastic.
I don't know who Elsa is, but Frosty's in there.
I
Been on the road for 20 years. It's not what I know.
if
I'm
he
sorry.
hasn't seen the lady Disney movies, it's not my fault.
Yeah, the last Disney movie I saw was Hercules. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll go the distance, my dude.
I'll have to put that on my list if I survive this.
Storyteller, I would like to roll Resolve Streetwise with my Labyrinth rumors
Okay. Go ahead.
because I am dead set to find something we can do to
Okay.
route around this.
Okay.
Is there any way I can assist or do wits an investigation to find
Uh,
something else?
I
Roll
would like
yours
to
first.
help Chill if it's
One person can assist her with that,
Okay.
with by lending her 1 extra die.
So if you have Streetwise, you can lend me a die.
I got 3.
Okay.
You have more than. Let me double check. Hang on. Do you have more than she does? I like to see that. Yes, you do. So you definitely can lend her 1 die.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
While this roll is going on, did my unseen passage fade off
No.
by now? did?
Yeah, it's a different scene. So yeah, it technically would have. Yeah,
That is
All right.
5 successes.
you're pretty sure you know a bypass. It's not safe, but it's a bypass. You could get around it. You know, one of the side tunnels here, it'll loop back on the far side of that room. The only problem is you're pretty sure that last time you heard anybody going down that way, there were some Nos that weren't exactly friendly that lived down that way.
Okay. So I think I know of a way around it. We might run into some of my folks that aren't too friendly.
Let me see if no disrespect to your badger, but maybe somebody with a slightly more developed brain can look around that corner and figure out what's going on.
So you're using unseen passage and you're going to go peek around the corner.
I'm going to creep up to that corner and just take the
Dex and
barest
stealth,
peek.
please.
Absolutely.
All right, if Mr. Invisible
What-
can't figure it out,
While he's doing that, though,
We'll go
Tilly
the
is
way.
finding the bypass to make sure
I'm
you're
also
ready.
looking around for something I can use as a weapon.
Oh, there's rebar pieces. There's
I will
crumbled
grab-
stone.
I will grab a rebar piece just
Okay.
in case this
All right.
idiot brings something out to us.
For the record, I roused my unseen passage. I failed that rouse check, so I'm at hunger 2.
how are you with
and-
daggers?
Oh, you at hunger too. And your
Um,
beast actually speaks in your head.
Mm-hmm.
If it was just a morgue, we would have been fine with it. I don't think that's the dead. You can't feel it, but I can. Something's in the air tonight. And it means our doom.
Always assume doom. You know that. But,
Evie,
I also surged my I also surged my dexterity so I could get a couple more dice. And
How many did you get for successes?
I haven't rolled yet.
Okay, let's see.
Evie, I'm better with this than I am with that. Trust me.
Hey, I got weapons. I offer. That's what
I make
I mean-
do, and I do really well.
Okie dokie.
Also, would I get a bonus die for my break-in specialty for stealth?
No, because you're not trying to break into the place. You're trying to be rather sneaky. I
Didn't
mean,
hurt
you
to
do have
ask.
unseen passage, makes you invisible, but
Yep.
at the same time, some things see through that.
I'm gonna spend a willpower. Okay. That worked out mostly okay. 7 messy crit.
7 with a messy crit.
Yes.
All right.
Trying to think how I want to manifest your messy crit with this one. Let's come back to that in a second, shall we?
You got it.
We definitely will come back with that one. As
Okay.
you peek around the corner, you're not quite sure it's made of snow. It looks kind of made of snow. It's a large, vaguely man-like form, standing at about 7 to 8 feet tall from your guess. Made of a combination of snow and ice. There's a shimmer around it and a slight wind that's blowing little frost flecks all around it as it stands there. And it's looking towards that entrance with red glowing eyes. But it didn't seem to notice you. But you can actually see on the ground where it's standing a ring of frost on the cement and the concrete of the floor in about a 3-foot radius around it. And then beyond that is little pools of water as it coalesced back from the temperature beyond that being warm enough to melt it. You have never seen anything like this ever.
I'll come back around away from the corner and back to the rest of the group. Yeah. Okay. So, your badger wasn't being simple about this. Like, I don't know what that is.
Seen a few things.
But,
You'd be
like,
surprised.
It's certainly some kind of abominable snowman type deal going on.
But Frosty
Tilly's
wasn't
looking
too far
behind
off.
Horace to see if he brought it out with him.
Frosty was not too far off. Like, for all I know, Frosty might be closer than my description of abominable snowman.
He didn't bring it with him, but you do see a frost ring forming near
Yeah,
the
but-
entrance to where that
Okay,
room is.
and you see Tilly's got cell phone in one hand with a light, rebar in the other hand. This way.
You got it.
So you all decide to take the side entrance, trading up the evil you know for an evil that might be in the darkness.
I hide
Oh
behind
no, that's an
the
evil we don't know
tallest
because
guy.
we don't know how to fight that.
Yeah. I will hide behind the tallest person in here.
You're going to hide behind the tallest person there.
I'm
who
Yeah,
would that
5'8".
be?
not that obvious, but it seems like, yeah, I'm not gonna fight. I'm just gonna.
You're just going to avoid. I see.
And I use unseen pass because I do have unseen
Okay.
pass.
Then do your rouse check.
There is so much obfuscate here.
I'll pass. I pass.
You guys are
Obfuscate's
going to have to
useful.
teach me that.
You want to pay the price that they charge for teaching that? Because I know the Nosferatu don't teach it cheap.
I don't know what that means yet.
So,
I mean,
did you fail
it's
your
like-
rouse check there, Bruno?
No. I pass.
Okay. So you fade from view as Tilly leads you down this side passageway. Now, this one is definitely not used much. Wires are hanging. Some of them look torn. Some of them look damaged. As you go deeper and deeper in here, the echoes of people start to fade. You still hear squeaks of rats. The rat that was following you from Nick is not going down this route. It's chosen not to. And as Tilly leads you deeper, you start to notice scratches on the wall in places. Not from claws, from fingers. Exactly paced the size of a finger. Torn gouges. Some places, fist prints in the wall. Then you start to find bones. Human bones. And you can smell the rot coming from ahead of you somewhere.
Did Badger react to that at all?
The badger's gotten back in your backpack because the badger
Well, he-
wants nothing to do with this shit.
That's
Hmm.
what I thought. He's kind of
Yeah.
no, just no.
He don't like dead
Horace will kinda-
things. He doesn't want something that dead.
Horace kind of tilts his head a bit. Smells like me.
Evelyn, do you still have a gun that you can borrow?
I always come prepared.
Do you happen to have
Did you-
extras?
I'm sorry. Did I turn into Walmart's gun section for you?
Oh, sorry.
Tilly, you took Labyrinth and you're familiar with this under area.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a lore sheet, a descendant lore sheet that gives you even more knowledge of these kind of places
Mm-hmm.
as a descendant of Zelios himself. Intelligence, architecture,
Academics, yeah.
their academics. Add 2 bonus dice, please.
Thank you.
You got a lot of obfuscate, but somebody seems to have picked up all the undercity things they can get their hands on. We'll see what this comes back. Out of the frying pan into the fire, everybody. But you'll be okay.
Storyteller?
Yes,
Storyteller? I'd like to try to intentionally be quiet, even stealthy.
that's deck stealth.
Okay.
7 successes with a crit.
You see, there's been no side passages off this, but up ahead, you recognize the signs. There's a floor there that very easily somebody could use to pop out of. It looks like it's rubble, but you can tell by the shape it's hinged. It's set up as a door. Almost reminds you of the way a trapdoor spider will disguise its
Mm-hmm.
opening.
Yeah, I'm going to look because usually those doors have some kind of latching mechanism. Like I might be able to stick my rebar in it to lock it closed.
It doesn't appear so. That you
2
can see from here.
successes.
You'd have to get right up on the door. You think,
I'm going to
find
do
it.
so very quietly and stealthily.
Deck stealth from you.
All right.
Is there
That's-
any?
Other questions while she's rolling? Feel free.
I had
Um,
2 successes on me, by the way.
Okay.
any way that I could aid in this dex stealth?
No, you can't really help someone else be stealthy unless you're going to make a shitload of noise to hide her approaching, in which case the stealth is kind of pointless because shitload of noise. Yes,
yeah.
Evelyn.
Is there any like big heavy like rocks or things or like
There's chunks of
part
concrete.
any way that if Tilly comes back, I can get a big chunk of concrete and put it on there so it will not be able to trap
6 with a
float
crit.
over.
6 with a crit. Nice roll. Without a sound, she approaches up to it.
And I also activated Silence of Death.
Without a sound. But as you get close to it, it suddenly flings itself open. Because the thing hiding in there already knew you all were there, had been watching.
Hmm.
And out jumps. You think it was a man once. Horribly misshapen. Definitely Nosferatu. But a feral look in his eyes. Not much human lurks behind it.
And Tilly knocks him with the rebar.
Okay, this is going to be combat right here.
Toughness already popped and roused, and I passed my check.
Yep. It's going to be combat. So I need to know everybody's intentions this round. And then we will handle it after everybody tells me what they're doing.
I would appreciate being able to draw my knife.
That's
and
easy.
Go for a stab.
Okay, so you're going to pull your knife and move in.
I have a specialty in
Yeah.
improvised weapons.
Okay, hang on. Let me get everybody else's actions first. Evelyn, what are you doing?
Bum rushing him and pinning him to the ground if I can.
Okay. Howard?
Arouse my blood to increase my strength.
Okay. That doesn't take an action. So what's your actual action?
I'm going to hold back and prepare to defend myself.
Okay. And then Bruno.
I just gonna stay really like on the alert to just
You're going to
move
watch to
away
make sure
of
nothing comes
all-
up from behind. Got it.
Exactly. Nothing. I'm not gonna get a
So,
surprise.
For
from anyone.
combat order, we're going to go Tilly first because she's right there, was waiting on it. Then we're going to have the Nosferatu go, and then it'll be Evelyn and Horace as they close the range to him.
I'm hoping to knock him off balance, basically. So I'm using a my dex melee.
Yep. I let people pick. They can use strength melee, strength brawl, dex melee, or dex brawl. Either one. I've always been good about that. I let you pick which stats you want to use because, well, some people are all about speed and some are all about brute fucking force.
And I got 5 successes.
You got 5 successes. I'm going to roll for his. Let's see. This is the first person attacking him. You got how many? 5. He got 1 success.
I knocked the shit out of him.
So you managed to come in
Swinging that rebar.
with his rebar. You got 4 over his.
Mhm.
I'm going to give the rebar +1 on that for its damage rating because it's just a piece of metal.
Mhm.
But you still had 4 over, which does 5. So as he jumps up, she manages to clock him right in the head, staggering him back, throws his attack off where he doesn't even get close enough to attack her. And in comes Horace and Evelyn. You two can roll your rolls. Evelyn, you're going to do a grapple if you're going to try to hold him down, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll have Horace yours first, and then Evelyn will grapple after you've tried to pig stick him.
All right. Oh no, we absolutely need some willpower for that.
Now, he's got 1 less die to defend against you because, well, you're a second attacker.
Mhm.
He'll lose 1 each time, but he can't damage you. He's only trying to defend at this point because his attempt to damage was against Tilly.
Yep. And he took a rebar to the dome for that trouble.
Yes, he did.
Yep, that is 4 regular crit this time. 5, 6, 7 again regular crit.
7
Yeah,
with a knife.
with a knife.
He had
And
2
this
whole
knife is plus
successes.
2.
Yeah, he had 2
This knife is-
successes, which means you have a margin of 7. So as you come in and he's shaking off the blow to his head with a dent in the side of his cranium, you manage to come in and you bring the knife 7. It's still going to be halved. That's 3. But you still manage to bring your knife right across the side of his throat, cutting a gouge right down the side of his throat. Your knife cuts very well. It's very sharp on this Nosferatu's undead flesh, leaving a gaping wound that hasn't started to close yet. And then Evelyn arrives for the grapple.
I roll strength.
You want to use strength? You can use strength or you can use dex. It's whichever one. Strength is
Strength.
you're going to brute force hold him. Dex would be you're going to put him in an MMA style lock.
Nope, she's going brute strength. We rolled strength, rolled brawl, and she's just gonna, and keep his head up with her arm so he cannot bite her. And I rolled a 9 crit.
Jesus Christ. He only had 4 dice at this point because you're his third opponent.
Couldn't be legal.
And with 4 dice,
Sorry.
he got 1 success. Side note,
She does her
fuck
job
you,
well.
Steve Perry.
And now he's just cursed us all.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna shank him after stream.
Please do.
As you grapple him, you manage to lock him up in a position he cannot move. He can't reach you. He can't do anything. Matter of fact, with that kind of a margin, I'm going to say next round, he only has 1 success because, I mean, you grappled him so good that he's going to have to dislocate his own arm to break free.
She does her job well.
And all he does is snarl. Not a legible word, nothing, just growling and snarling. There is not a bit of humanity left behind these eyes. Yes, Howard, I saw your hand come up.
Am I allowed to use Quell the Beast in this situation?
You can. Quell the Beast can be used.
Oh.
I would like to use that. I believe I have to do my hunger roll on that, though, right?
Oh, of course you do.
What's the exact dice roll?
Charisma plus animalism. It's going to roll against his stamina plus resolve.
Okay, so that's 5 minus 3 or minus 2. So that's 3 successes. Let's see what my hunger dice say. No bestial failures on that, and plus 1, so I've got 4 successes.
He rolled 2 to defend against it for his. Now he's Quell the Beast has literally pushed his beast down. Now, unfortunately, the oddest thing happened. You've managed to push his beast down, but there's still nothing but madness behind the eyes. You, Howard, have no clue what this is. You've never seen it. For some of the kindred that have been properly taught, this person would be what's called wassailed. He has become his beast. But
You guys know what this is?
now he's trying to struggle to get away from Evelyn. Self-preservation still kicks in for the beast. But unfortunately, she's got him so locked. He's trying and flail and can't get his arms to bear and can't seem to get away. I guess this is going to be, the next round, isn't it?
Well, Bruno needs to do something now.
Bruno was watching the backside.
Oh, he's watching the backside.
He's making sure
No,
nobody
I'm not
sneaks up
doing it.
behind you.
You're not engaging. Gotcha.
He's not a fighter.
Gotcha.
No.
Not a
I'm not-
problem. Not a problem.
One strength.
Hey, eyes behind us are good.
Yeah, because you never know what Shanky's going to have come up behind you like an abominable snowman.
All right. So I am going to basically knock his freaking noggin one more time.
Okay. We'll let her go first since Junie's still got the grapple. I'm not even having him resist Junie's grapple this turn because, damn, Junie, 9.
5 successes.
Tilly comes in, and with the way the head's pulled back so that the neck, he can't bite, Tilly manages to bring this damn piece of rebar right across his neck on the other side of where the wound was that was caused by Horace's dagger. His little knife, his pocket knife, his sticker. And you hear the sickening crunch of the spine as it snaps right at the neck.
Mm.
And his head falls to one side, barely held together by a flap of skin. And then, in Evelyn's arms, he starts to smolder.
Let him go.
I'm going to assume competence that Junie doesn't, or that Evelyn doesn't try to hold him as he's smoldering.
Oh, fuck no.
As you see this once kindred, now monster, start to crumble and burn and turned into a dust, an oily residue on the floor. And the smell of death hits you from in that hole as you're standing over it, watching him experience his own final death. And Evelyn, since you have eyes of the beast, you see in the hole, it's packed with bodies. He has been sitting here lurking and snatching all those who come down this hallway.
That, to answer your question, Howard, was a beast, not even kindred anymore.
Sounds like we did the humane thing then, putting him out of his misery.
We did.
And I think, well, I'll let
What's
y'all finish your
inside the hole?
discussion. Go ahead.
You don't want to know what's down there. Trust me.
I would like to
Oh.
examine the area and see if I see anything that might be useful for the next encounter, since I came completely unarmed.
You can find rebar pieces, concrete chunks. You can even find bits of wire that had been knocked off the ceiling and yanked down. If you want to try to make a
I'm-
wire garrote, you could even do that.
Actually, I'm going to take the wire, a small piece of chunk, and some rebar and see if I can fashion at least a primitive club or axe.
Oh, no, that's an interesting thing. I haven't seen people try that lately. Okay, so for you, let's have you roll, that's a craft, intelligence craft roll.
Okay, I actually have both of those, so that works out.
Yeah, we'll let you roll that one. That's
I
a
got
good-
one success though.
one success. You make something you think it'll last one hit, maybe.
It's at least a start.
You're pretty sure it won't make more than one hit. But as you're standing over this hole with bodies stuffed in it, doesn't clean up his messes, doesn't seem to even get rid of them after he feeds, just kills them and leaves them to rot. I think this is a good place to go to break. It's a nice pause in the action. So we're going to go to break for 10 minutes, everybody, but we will be back. So we can see as they continue down this side passage, they have avoided a spirit.
Oh,
Remember,
goody.
there's a storm caused by the lake going on above them that has unleashed a number of very dangerous things on this world. One of them is a spirit of ice and snow and water, angered by its caller.
Oh, you know my aunt. Shit.
Yep. So we will see you all
Yeah, we did it right here.
in 10 minutes, everybody. Please enjoy the break. I know it doesn't have these characters, but it's still an amazing break because we love Carlene. See you in 10 minutes.
Allow me to introduce myself, though I fear you've heard my name, that you've heard the story of Countess Bathory. History is told by the victors, heroic warriors, and mad kings. Will you hear my story? From the lips of Bathory. They call me blood-sucking demon, queen of hell, sadistic killer, a monster tale, bathing in the blood of virgins. Drinking the blood of virgins. The blood countess. Who is she really? Who is she really? Blood countess. Who is she really? Je blood Bathory. I was very wealthy and powerful, a widow with political rivals. rivals keen to destroy me and take my property. My plea was never offered. All my confessors were all tortured, or how they destroyed me for my property. They put me up, shut me up, shut me up, put me up, put me up, shut me up, shut me up, and told a story of a bitch called Bathory. Let's sucking demon, queen of hell, sadistic killer, a monster tale, bathing in the blood of virgins. Allow me to introduce myself, though I fear you've heard my name, that you've heard the story of Countess Bathory. History is told by the victors, heroic warriors, and mad kings. Will you hear my story from the lips of Bathory? They call me blood-sucking demon, queen of hell, sadistic killer, a monster tale, bathing in the blood of virgins. Drinking the blood of virgins. Beautiful, the blood countess. Who is she really? Who is she really? Blood countess. Who is she really? Je blood Bathory. I was very wealthy and powerful, a widow with political rivals keen to destroy me and take my property. My plea was never offered. All my confessors were all tortured, or how they destroyed me for my property. They put me up, shut me up, shut me up, put me up, put me up, shut me up, shut me up, and told a story of a bitch called Bathory. Blood-sucking demon, queen of hell, sadistic killer, a monster tale, bathing in the blood of virgins. Beautiful, Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. I've always been the hunter, nothing on my tail. But there was something in you I knew could make that change. To capture a predator, you can't remain the prey. You have to become an equal in every way. So look in the mirror and tell me, who do you see? Is it still you, or is it me? Become the beast, we don't have to hide. Do I terrify you? Do you feel alive? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. So embrace the darkness, that will help you see that you can be limitless and fearless if you follow me. We are the lions in the world of lions. We are the predators, the hunters, the hunters, the hunters. Become the beast, we don't have to hide. Do I terrify you? Do you feel alive? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin to burrow within, to you burrow within. Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive?
Welcome back, everybody. Before we went to break, this group of neonates had been sent by Cretus to go retrieve a small statue in the shape of a weather vane. And they were sent to find the oracle named Lydia. And now you find them in the Undercity. They have dodged a spirit summoned by the creature that lives in Lake Michigan that has caused a storm to barrel over Chicago. But in so doing, they ran into a wassailed Nosferatu who was lurking almost like a trapdoor spider in this section of hallway. But he was no match for, well, a hellacious grapple, a knife, and a piece of rebar. Goes to show you, one kindred versus three almost never ends well for one kindred. And this is where we pick up right after Howard had made a bit of a bludgeoning mace flail-like object with wire, rebar, and concrete. So I turn it over to the players as they discuss what to do next. Now, I'm going to tell Tilly, you do know that if you keep following this, it's going to double back and cut over to the far side of the room that you avoided with the ice. So you'll bypass that room.
Yeah. Looking around the room, what do I see other than just rubble? Anything of note?
There's discarded clothes from people. A lot of it disrepair. It doesn't look like he caught anybody who was well dressed. You find several makeshift weapons, a couple rusty pistols, rusty knives. You even find, oddly enough, 4 stakes, which make no damn sense why there's 4 stakes. But he got hold of somebody who came in here with a stake.
Yeah, Tilly's going to grab 2 of those and put them in her bag and say, there's some steaks over here if anybody wants any.
I'll take one.
buy
Fuck
one.
yeah.
I won.
Are they medium rare?
Now, they look pretty well done, but I think they'll work in a pinch.
Can you
There.
remind me what the stakes are used for again?
You stick them in one of our hearts and we go paralyzed.
Oh, so that's true from the movies.
I mean, the movies say you do that to kill us.
At
Oh.
times I have no words.
I know. How did you even get through the school?
How did you survive 20 years?
It's
Seriously, my dude.
It was a park. What can I say? Really big park.
Yeah.
That actually raises more questions than it answers. How did you never come across a lupine?
It's Cleveland. It just didn't happen.
What self-respecting Lupin would go into Cleveland?
I'm seeing a trend. I'm seeing a trend.
I don't make a habit of knowing how they behave. I just stay away from where they're known to be.
I'm also
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to grab some wire and some concrete that's looks like, it could be weaponized with the rebar I have, and I stick that in my bag for now. I'll craft something later with it.
Okay.
Yep.
It's almost,
Horace will grab one of the stakes and he'll just like
with
put
almost
it inside
an
his
odd
jacket.
feeling of must take something from everywhere she goes. Tilly gathers things from around. There's also belts that were part of the clothing if you want to grab some of those.
Oh
to
yeah, I'll
use.
grab some of those too. I'm grabbing anything useful. I've got this big old, like almost like duffel bag that I carry around. It's like full of shit. I'm like a fucking magpie. I grab the fun stuff and put it in my bag.
So as you gather this up, are you continuing down the hallway, of course?
Yes.
And as you continue, there's no side passages on this one. Apparently he picked it, obviously, because there's only one way to it and one way to cut through it, though it makes you wonder how often he was being fed in this particular section of the Undercity. But as you come to the end of it, with a sharp right turn, leads back into a much wider hallway. And as you peek your head around, you see the room that you bypassed. You're about 20 feet on the other side of it down the hall. And you can see that snow abomination standing, still staring down the hallway that you all originally were approaching from. Just watching. Bits of frost blowing around it. The ground covered in a frosty circle, puddles of ice beyond that. But it's not looking towards you all. It is almost one-track mind watching that hallway.
And I just continue on, motioning for people to follow.
All right, before stepping on, can I use premonition?
Sure. You are going to roll Resolve plus Auspex.
Okay.
Premonition is always
successes.
fun. How many?
4.
4. Okay.
In a messy.
A messy critical.
Yes.
Well, for a messy critical, a lot of times I like to use Masquerade violations, which is why horses didn't really come up. Same for you. Your eyes actually go flat white just suddenly. Anyone who looks at him sees his eyes have gone white, milky, as he looks into the other world, looks at the threads of fate. And with your vision faded, you see a lake. It's water. The water is calm. It's still. And then from the center of it, what starts as a small circle becomes a giant whirlpool. And from this whirlpool emerges a figure. And it's wrapped in chains. And as it struggles against the chains, you see clouds form, fly out, spill across a city. And these clouds, each one actually moves with a life of its own, as if it's not a cloud, it's some sort of creature caught in a cloud. And then the chains double in size, and you see this thing drug down below into the water again. As the lake starts to still, and as the lake stills, a dark cloud falls over your vision. And in that dark cloud, you feel something you haven't felt in a long time. Hot sun on your skin. Almost feels relaxing until the pain starts. And that shock of pain sends you back into your own perception of reality. You all saw
Yes.
his eyes go white.
I just felt the sun on my skin.
Felt the
I
sun on
tried.
your skin.
Yes, I just felt it for a brief moment. But I have never felt it in a long time ago.
That's bad. I
What-
know that.
Do you see something?
Yeah, it's like a a figure in the center of the lake, surrounded in chains, and the clouds were moving like they have a life of their own. And then the chains they go bigger, and they put this creature into the lake again. And then I felt sun. At first, it wasn't that bad. It was like it felt when I was alive, but then it started burning, and then I come back here. It's very scary.
Storyteller,
Yes.
between Cretius asking for a weather vane shaped statue, the spirit of ice and frost and everything in the other room, and now this vision that he's just described, that Bruno has just described, am I able to piece together what the fuck's going on here?
You can piece together. You don't know how it would be used to do it, but you can piece together that,
That's why he asked for it.
yeah, that they are related. They're all
So
linked.
I've satisfied my compulsion.
Yes.
Okay. That son of a bitch.
What's up?
All right, spell.
Me?
No, not you. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
You
good.
just gave me exactly what I needed.
Huh? Okay. What's happening?
Cretius is sending us to get this fucking statue that looks like a weather vane from the Oracle, right?
Yes.
There's friggin' Frosty the Snowman or Frosty, like from fucking Ghostbusters, massive fucking fucked up Frosty the Snowman back there.
Yep.
Now there's this being, probably one of those, in the fucking lake with chains on it in his vision. And the chains get more and stronger. And then the sun comes out because the storm clouds are now cleared up after that gets bound. That fucker wants us to get the tool that either he or someone else is going to use to bind that fucking spirit. I don't know how they're going to do it, but that's exactly what that is. And we're all dead, right? Because he's not going to let us tell anyone about this.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh. Can we just ignore that we know that now?
No,
Just
we
keep
absolutely
the thing
can.
in.
Well, I mean,
Like-
you
Storyteller?
can ignore it if you're okay with getting destroyed.
Yes,
I
Howard.
mean,
Can I do a roll using my manipulation and wits to try to figure out a way to tie this up to save us somehow?
No,
Um,
not on that one. I rarely ever say no, but I can't see way you could piece together a way to save yourself.
are there any rats around?
No.
Hey, Evie,
yeah. What up?
once we get this thing,
Yeah.
could you tell a random mortal to just take it to Critias's classroom?
You know-
Sorry. That's
While
not my
we-
dominate power.
Oh,
Damn.
if we don't
can
do it,
please
we're
someone.
destroyed, right?
Oh no, I was
Because
just
that's
going
the price
to have
of
a mortal.
failure of the school.
Actually,
I mean,
in theory, it's price of Chicago. However, if you were to go to another city, what do they know?
yeah, that was my plan. Have somebody send a thing there while we beat feet out of the fucking city.
I'll drive.
Good idea. Just
I'm-
give this
I'm
guy
not from here anyway. I don't give a
this
shit.
I'm
status.
going to remind Bruno, you still feel watched. That
Yeah, I
feeling
hope-
never left. You didn't tell anyone the full details, but you definitely feel watched.
Yeah, I try to not tell anyone about that. It's just
No.
feeling that I have.
I would have
Yeah, I always watch my back all the time.
All right, well, let's
out
just
of
get this
character.
done.
Out of character. I have this ability that lets me roll wits and awareness roll if we're being watched. That I roll wits and awareness
Yes.
and
If they're surveilling or ambushing you, I may let you roll it. Hang on.
okay.
You don't have sense the unseen. In this particular
I do
case,
not.
it is clairvoyance watching you.
Ah, So there is no reason for me to spot this.
Right. He only picked
You
it up
got it.
because since the unseen, we'll let you pick up clairvoyance with a lucky enough roll.
You got it. Thank you for clearing that up.
The question would be, who's powerful enough to clairvoy you this kind of distance?
Yeah.
Let's go.
So you head
Yay.
down. It's a much wider tunnel, but it's cleaner for some reason. There's no garbage in it, no rats seen, even lack of water dripping down that you've always seen. And as you move down it, you actually start to hear classical music up ahead, and you can see lights in the distance. And as you get closer, you can make out a train car parked. There's no track here, but there's a train car parked right in the middle of the entryway, and it is lit. And from what you can see, you can't see inside it because there appears to be some sort of curtains over the windows, but it is lit, and that is where the music comes from.
And that is where we are supposed to go, yes?
Your guess would be yes.
Okay.
As you get close, you see the stairs lead up the back of it to a door that's closed. The rear subway door is just closed on it.
I will walk up and knock on the door.
And as you knock, the music suddenly cuts off. And then the door opens. And there's a blonde woman, long blonde hair. Her eyes are milky white. She's in a t-shirt and blue jeans. Good evening. You have come to see me, I assume.
You are the oracle known as Lydia?
I am Lydia.
Then we are here to see you. I am Tilly Wood.
Who are your friends?
Evelyn Lambert.
Just call me
I'm-
Horace.
You're not alone.
I'm Howard Ness.
It's not often I get a Nosferatu, a Ventru, the Clan of Death. Hard.
You lying son of a bitch.
Child of Malcav and a gangrel. Please, step into my parlor. And she has a smirk as she says, step into my parlor. As she turns her back and walks, and you see beyond it, this car, it was a train car, maybe a subway car. It's gutted inside. It's decorated in fine silk all along the walls. There's tables and chairs, skull or two, bunches of bowls, candles that are all lit, which for a kindred is odd. But do not worry, come on in. I am not the spider. You can enter my parlor.
Well, we took care of the spider.
Ah, Francis. You found Francis.
Oh, yes.
Ah, I warned him of his fate. But please.
And Tilly will enter.
And you don't know how she's aware of everything as she moves through here because her milky eyes can't, obviously she's blind. But for some reason it doesn't falter her at all. She goes and sits at a little table. And the oddest thing is there's 5 chairs around it.
I see you were expecting us.
Well, I did not know who it was. I just knew I would have 5 visitors tonight.
We are students at Primogen Cracius' school.
Ah,
He tasked us for our graduation to visit you, seeking an object.
the weather vane.
Mm-hmm.
It's an old thing. Please, sit.
Tilly does.
Were you told there's a price?
I was told there was a price. I looked for a gift for you on the way, but did not find one.
Well, normally those who come, they are the gift. A gift of your blood. From each of you. And then I shall read a fortune. And if the cards say it be so, I will give you what you seek. Is that agreeable?
If we give of ourselves to you, we need to get what we seek.
Well, what you get is the fortune. The cards will determine what you get. If the cards
Fine.
say to give you what is mine, I will give it.
Here you go. Take it.
And she actually reaches out with a silver dagger. Hold your hand over the bowl, please. And she cuts so that you can will the blood to the surface, because vampires don't bleed unless you force yourself to push the blood out.
Howard steps away. in
Please.
fear.
She does so.
Evelyn, make a rouse check. We do 1 rouse check's worth of blood. Maybe you get hungry or maybe you do not. You're good. You managed to put enough blood in there to satisfy her without getting hungrier.
Howard, it is blood sorcery.
No, it's the silver.
Oh,
I step away from the silver. Do you have anything else that you can use to take the blood?
No. But you,
I can scratch myself and provide the blood if that's acceptable.
as long as the blood enters the bowl, you are an
It
odd
will.
one. You have an issue with silver.
I do.
The cards did not warn me of that. They are fickle things.
I actually have a question for you,
Well,
if I may.
all have questions that come to see me. What is your question?
Storyteller, since I have a background in some history,
Okay.
I kind of recognize an idea of an oracle with this name from history, and I'm going to inquire about that to see if there's any similarity between the two.
There have been many Lydias in history.
I'm curious though. Are you aware of a classical story about a Lydia who was an oracle?
No, I do not read those. I, unfortunately, am just me.
I just thought I'd ask. I'm noticing more and more ancient people these days, and I just thought I'd inquire if you were one of those.
There are many ancient people here.
While that's happening, I'm scratching myself and delivering blood. Rouse check, you said?
Yep, do a rouse check.
I pass on both dice.
Okay. Well, you're good. You can donate the blood without getting hungrier. Who's next to add their blood to the bowl?
Tilly will.
Okay. And she reaches out with this silver dagger.
I did not succeed. I got hungrier.
And the beast in your head speaks. You should snag one of the bowls. Maybe that candlestick over there. It's not lit. Matter of fact, I think I saw a necklace charm right by the door. We could get it on the way out. Let's do it. Come on. You know you want to.
Tilly actually drops Mask of 1,000 Faces, so her face is completely passive. Gives away nothing.
Now she appears almost plastic, almost a mannequin. It's very unsettling, to be honest. 2 more must offer the blood now.
Horace will step up.
She cuts
And
Horace's arm too. Roll your rouse check.
passed my rouse check.
Good. That leaves
So-
Bruno.
As he
Okay.
bleeds
I
in.
do-
Yeah.
I do it. And I do not pass the rouse.
The beast speaks in your head. She is Tremere. She is not of the clan of Malkav. She is not a seer. Don't believe her false games. You know she's out to get you, don't you? Just like the rest of them. Don't turn your back on them. They'll betray you. They always betray you. They're in on it together.
I'll look at her like very directly.
She takes a deck of tarot cards, lays them. She dips her hand in the bowl of blood that has all of your blood, and she swirls it around a bit, and then she touches the back of the tarot cards. And when you see her finger appear, the fingerprint on the cards, as soon as she pulls her hands away, the fingerprint disappears, just fades. And then she begins laying out cards at the table. I see the truth of what you say. Then a storm rages above. It is an ancient storm. It is brought about by an ancient one. They fight their war. They move pieces on the board. Pieces are lost. I see you on the board now. I see something of the land, but not of the land. Chained. I see the storm leaving. Because of what I own. Interesting. I see one watching you. When last he walked in the sun, it was the Mediterranean. When last he walked in the sun, it was before Carthage. There are webs and lines on you all, finer than silk, stronger than steel. He draws you back to him. I see a choice. To be eaten by a spider not of the web, or to be trapped in the web for all time. Very interesting. Well, I cannot tell you what this choice is. I cannot tell you what it means. The cards do not show me that. But the cards have told me you're to have what you seek, because it is needed. And it will stop greater tragedy than me holding it. You have paid your price in blood. Anything you wish to ask of me?
We need a weather vane looking thing.
Yes. And she points to a shelf. It wasn't there before. You know it wasn't there before, but it's there now. Statue. Looks like it's made of clay, but it's in the shape of a weather vane. That you can take. Any other questions?
I have one for you, if I may.
Yes, speak.
My life, if you will, my unlife has been relatively short compared to many, and I've had very few teachers. Been left to wander the woods, the forests alone for the most part. I've made it through this school so far on dumb luck. Where could I find an actual teacher that would be able to give me the knowledge I need to really survive?
You must not choose the spider. That's not of the web you're caught in. You would have to become part of that web. Those are the only two paths I see before either any of you.
I see. So, if I'm interpreting this right, then we should probably return the gift to the one of the tower and not this Mediterranean fellow, I imagine.
Well, I do not know whether the web is his or not. But what I will say of him, he has lived here long. He fights a war against another in this city. His ancient foe. And they have been locked in war forever. And they will continue to fight their war until only one survives.
Way to avoid both of them?
You are a pawn. The only way to avoid them is to be taken. Though in this case, a pawn once removed from the board is just removed.
Is destroyed.
Well, it depends on your beliefs.
That's 22, if you will.
Destroyed in this world, this reality, this existence. Maybe there is another. I don't know for sure. The cards have been mixed.
Okay.
I have nothing else. Thank you, Lydia.
Ma'am, I have a question. How did we get on the web?
You are already on the web.
So we don't go back to the spider then, right?
Spider is off the web. The web you are in is not the spider's web. I do not know who the spider is. But I do know it is not of the web that currently surrounds you. If you are willing to let me guess, I can have a guess.
By all means.
I believe the spider is his ancient foe.
Oh,
You will be destroyed by her if you are not under his protection. But to be under his protection is to be in his web.
We must serve.
We all serve. One way or another, we all serve. It's a question of
I do have a question.
ask.
Are you in the web too with us?
No. I serve another. I am the oracle. I am the seer. I am the one who looks at the cards and helps guide. I am something else.
Not a pawn.
I am what I am. We can only be what we are. You must be what you are. I will sit here and do as I always have done. I will read the cards for any who come to pay the price. I know what I've said weighs heavy.
because
It always is when one's come to see me. It always is. The cards never show good things. It's always the curse of seeing the future, is you always see the bad, not the good.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Thank you, Oracle, for your time this evening.
No,
Yeah.
Thank you.
you are welcome.
Thank you very much.
thank you very much.
I wish
Very
I could give you
appreciative of
better
all this-
news, but the portions are never good. And she gets up, takes the bowl full of blood, and you see her take it over, and she actually pours it into a small, it's almost an urn. And as she pours it in, you can see fire licking the urn as the blood is poured in. And when she lays the bowl back on the table as you're turning to leave, it's clean. Not a drop of blood left on it. No blood stuck to it.
Okay.
As we step out, Tilly opens her bag to take her phone out because she had put it in as we stepped into the train car.
Do you try to grab that pendant that you saw by the door?
No, she tries to grab something else.
Okay.
A watch that's on somebody's arm.
Whose watch are you taking?
Horses.
Okay.
5.
Okay, but
On
Horace,
Dex and athletics with sleight of hand.
okay. Horace, you're going to roll, let's see, it won't be Dex. It's definitely going to be a wits something.
Like wits awareness.
Wits awareness could work. Wits streetwise could also work.
I will take wits streetwise.
That is-
Okay.
Actually, yeah, it's 5 with a crit.
We are going to spend some willpower. Damn, 4.
With amazingly agile hands, she definitely, as she just brushes past you, manages to take your watch right off your wrist,
Slips it right in her bag.
and you don't even notice it's gone. It's just gone. And it disappears without a sight by anybody right in her bag. As you all step from this car with Silks. Now,
And she holds up her phone light to navigate back the way we came.
as you begin to navigate back, you head down this tunnel. The side entrance isn't there, but neither is the room with the spirit. It's shifted. Tilly, you know where you actually are. This is not the Undercity at all.
Really?
The blood of Zelios flows in your veins. You recognize where her car is located. You have entered a part of the labyrinth designed by him, where things are never the same.
Oh,
Tilly just runs her hands along the walls.
And as Tilly, you see her do that, you all see the wall ripple, almost like water as she's touching it, leaving a trail where her hand has been before it goes back to what it was.
Hey,
That's
Barbie.
not how physics works.
Hey, Barbie. You're changing the lines here. How you doing it?
The blood knows.
Motherfucker.
And it is disturbing to all of you because you see movement out of the corner of your eyes that when you look that direction, nothing's moving. But if you
That
look a
just-
new direction, the wall changes slightly,
Mhm.
as in sometimes it's a different stone, sometimes it's brick, sometimes
Follow
it almost
me.
looks
I'll be able to find
hand
our way
carved.
out.
You got it, princess. That's just fucking creepy.
I'm having a good time.
All right.
I don't think
I'm
any of you
more
have
alert
seen
than
something
usual.
like this before,
The-
other than her.
The
I'm more alert
architect
than usual.
built this.
Just say.
The architect.
Cool.
One of the greatest of my clan. Zelios.
Okay, mental note.
That doesn't mean I have to like it.
Oh,
I
it
mean,
is hard to like.
it's creepy, but fucking,
It's beautiful.
it's inventive.
It's underground.
It's the oddest
then next
sensation,
town.
though. You're walking on a flat piece of stone, but you're walking up a hill.
Mhm.
You're turning. Sometimes you know damn well that you've double backed on your own path, but there was no side passages. There is no side passages. I'm going to need, who would like to roll? Resolve. I want it from one person. Whoever has the highest roll probably would be the best one. Resolve. Actually, willpower. Straight willpower. Who would like to roll straight willpower roll?
I only have 5. Who has more than
I've
me?
got 5. That's it.
I
mean,
10.
I had 5. I've spent
don't have
You
it,
don't
Ed.
have 10.
Oh, it's the opposite direction. I only have
Yeah.
5.
I have 6.
Okay, so Bruno's
Melky wins!
Bruno's gonna roll for willpower.
We're going to talk about Bruno now.
Because the navigating this place a lot of times is a sheer effort of will. Whoever has the strongest will can determine the destination.
Okay. Do I just
Just roll 6 dice. No blood dice needed,
Without-
no hunger dice.
no
Just
blood dice.
pure 6.
okay.
Evie will ask everyone, so pumpkins, what are we going to do? Jump on this web?
I cannot no.
Not
4.
willpower. No.
Okay, 4.
4. Okay. I'm keeping that in mind. You can have your talk as you're navigating this place. I assume talking about things would get your mind off of what you're seeing because
Can I maybe use premonition to see this?
go ahead, resolve all specs.
It's only that, like, so join the web to stay alive, basically.
What we're looking at.
Oh,
At least
4,
it's the only
4,
choice we've
4,
got.
4. I'm compensating from the last play that I made with my rolls.
Okay. I will give you your premonition after the discussion so you all can have a
Okay, good.
discussion.
I know the way I'm naturally inclined. I like existing.
Yeah, interesting your clan there, my dude.
Right. Look, old habits die hard, okay? Been around since before the reunion and never really got close to them anyway.
So you decide to pretend to be something you're not.
It's what I was raised to do.
Or survival, if we have a choice in the matter.
First, we survive tonight, then we deal with whatever consequences you face for what you've done to my clan here.
I haven't done anything to your clan.
You were one of us and were sent to the school. Supposedly.
What? Why were you sent to the school?
Not because of anything I did to your clan.
So, fess up.
Because I do have another allegiance.
Ooh, which one?
To Set.
Wait. The old god dude in Egypt?
One and the same.
And you're not ministry. That's fucking weird.
The Church of Set is not merely for those of the followers. He'll look at Bruno. There's a very large number of your clan in it.
Can we skip the recruitment spiel? Let's find our way out of here.
I don't know who this set fella is, so don't look at me.
Cultists.
Just watch Prince of Egypt. You'll be fine.
Will not be fine.
Sure will.
Please.
I'm going to
Bruno,
go with Tilly because she's kept us alive so far. So
You had 4
I'm gonna go that route.
successes on a premonition. This place does odd things, though, to your blood. You don't get a normal premonition down here, but what you do get is you are hit with an overpowering feel of dread. Almost like, in one way or another, you are walking towards your own doom. I believe you're muted.
Okay. I have a bad feeling about these guys. I really feel that we are not gonna make it.
Then which way do we go?
I feel that we must go that way.
As you walk
I don't know why, but I just feel it.
and you walk, you feel like you've walked hours and hours and hours. You know it must be dawn above based on how long you feel like you've walked. But if it was dawn, you would be asleep. You would not still
Horace
be
will
walking.
go to look at it. Horace will go to look at his watch. Wait, what the fuck?
There's no watch. It's gone.
Yep. Yep.
But finally, you come to a very odd door because it's old and it's ancient, made of wood, carved, totally out of place.
Till, what you make of it?
Storyteller, what do I make of it?
It's an exit.
Yeah, this will see us out. And she opens up the door.
Beyond the door, you see the same station you entered originally. For those that have been in these, you realize you're coming out of the men's room.
He does have a sense of humor.
But it's only this direction. You actually see somebody walk up to it, look at you strangely, and they finally try to muscle past you, but when they do, they just disappear.
Oh,
Crazier than anything else we've seen today, guys.
Hey, the women's room with Claude. Guys got, stalls we can use. Fuck it.
As you step from it and look back, yep, it's a men's room door. But from this side, you're looking in the men's room. And a guy standing there just looking strangely at you all.
Tilly puts up her shawl as she steps out.
You all weren't. Ah, fuck it. It's got to be the cold. It's the storm.
Try the third stall on the right. That guy's got some great stuff, man. You really want to try what he's carrying.
No. I've already got some great stuff. That's why I'm seeing you. Jesus Christ. It's got to be the drugs.
It's not any better than what he's got back there, man. I'm telling you. Some good shit.
I said, Sam, don't do 3 hits of acid. And I'm like, I can handle 3. And then, Jesus Christ, what the hell am I doing?
You gotta stay away from the drops, man. The drops will do it every time. I'm telling you.
Now it's talking to Jesus, please. I got to get off this trip.
I step out of his line of sight. I change my appearance with Mask of 1,000 Faces. I got hungrier.
Yep.
What is your hunger?
Horace will also
3.
3. Okay.
Yeah. Horace will also step out of sight and use unseen passage.
Tilly, your voice speaks in your head. He saw the architect's door. You should probably take care of that problem.
And as she changes her face, just an average looking woman, very nondescript, Except, did you see that too?
Wait, what? Wait, no. If you saw it and I saw it, it's
I
not
took
the
some
LSD.
good shit too, though.
Oh, it's good shit.
Yeah.
Oh, did you get it from J-Rock?
Yes.
Jesus, he's dealing to everybody these days.
Oh my God.
Do me
It's
a
so
favor.
good though.
Look, my buddy Debbie, she told me you ask him for the ash. Now, I haven't gone that route yet, but I heard she said you ask him for the ash and he's got the hook up on the ash.
Ooh.
Says good stuff. I don't, I'm just-
Awesome. You know what? Hey. This stuff always makes me get a little crazy. You want to come with me for a second?
I don't know. I mean, you may not actually be here. I'm not sure.
She
Oh,
touches.
no.
She touches him. I'm here.
It makes her a little high wire.
I know you're not here.
No, they're not here. You're hearing shit. Come
No.
on.
And where are you taking him?
I am taking him into the men's room.
Okay, well, he was in the men's room peeing.
Okay, well, I'm taking him back into the men's room,
Okay,
and I'm going to feed off of him.
okay. There's no bathroom, or there's no cameras in the bathroom, which is always good. Of course, this is Chicago, and half the cameras are stolen, broken, or just otherwise not working right.
Because
I mean, you're not wrong.
He's tripping balls.
Yep.
So,
So you're going to feed off him.
and I'm an addict, so this is great.
How much blood are you going to take?
I'm going to take 2. He'll be a little drowsy.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to feed 2 off him. I mean, he's high and seeing shit that it's not hard to trick him.
You want me to actually do a hunger roll? A roll
No.
for it? Okay.
No.
Okay.
3 isn't enough that the sight of blood gets you, so not generally.
Yeah.
You manage to feed and drop him down. Now you are on LSD now.
Fantastic.
Okay. Just make sure that for your role-playing notes that you are
Mhm.
currently mildly, because,
Mildly intoxicated, yes.
yes, mildly tripping.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of tripping balls, you're tripping walnuts.
I'm
You're
tripping
okay.
walnuts, yes. And then she steps out.
And
Oh.
even in her Mask of 1,000 Faces, her pupils are dilated.
That is good shit.
Ah,
Clearly.
You really got to learn to share. I'm telling you.
Did
Uh,
did you
No, he's hired and shit. He ain't gonna remember what the fuck's real.
I mean, like, I could have done a thing that would have at least gotten him out of there and somewhere inconspicuous. but
He's
okay.
sleeping it off.
All you see coming out from one of the bathroom stalls is 1 foot.
Yeah, he's sleeping it off.
His foot's sticking out and it
Okay.
twitches every once in a while, but he's pretty much out right now.
Chasing rabbits.
All right.
He thinks he had a very good time.
all that matters.
I mean,
yeah,
Like- looks her down, back up. I don't blame him. Anyway,
Oh, by the way, I saw you were looking for this, and she takes his watch out of her bag.
aha.
She tosses it to him.
Thank you. Puts it back on.
As you're standing in the station, you can hear the wind blowing. You don't hear the ice hitting the building anymore. Sounds like, well, just a lot of wind.
And we head out, and
As soon as you can see outside, you realize your watches all show it is the next day. But the clock at the station shows you were only in the labyrinth maybe an hour.
told you,
fuck?
shit's weird down there. Our watches are wrong.
And there's a good 1.5 feet of snow outside already.
Hmm.
yeah,
Oh,
talking
good.
about jet lag.
Yeah.
Good thing Evelyn has a Tahoe that, can drive in snow.
Hmm.
Better than ice.
Not wrong.
Quickly resets the watch.
So, kids, where am I driving?
That's a good question.
Horace looks at Bruno. Can you order people around?
That's not my thing.
You're not going to be able to get out of it like that, Horace.
I mean, if I'm no longer in the city, is anybody going to expend the manpower for it?
Do you think? Evie,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put
Yes, Tilly.
I'm gonna put an address in your GPS. And
Okay.
she puts an address in the GPS. Go there.
What address
Okay.
do you put in?
I put it for Rowan's club. She's my mala.
Okay.
Oh.
Interesting.
Okay.
Very interesting that you're going to choose to go there. So you have chosen a different path than the one outlined originally for you. Okay, so you're driving over to the club as I pull it up
It's
real
a
quick.
burners club.
Mhm. Oh yeah, it is.
It's an indoor festival. Yes.
Yeah, fire eaters. I mean, it's a place. Give me 1 second. Just want to make sure I have.
I threw the storyteller off.
Yeah,
give
well,
him a
no, I
minute.
just want to pull it up.
Wait, is it a shaky twist?
It is. It's a
It's a
mom.
shanky
It's a
shank
Mama
twist.
McStabber twist.
I love those twists.
All right.
But it's all good because don't worry. You
Hey,
have
being
left the path that you had. So you head over. Now this club, I'm pulling it up right here. It's one of the communes, actually, the artistic commune. It's just barely outside the city. But as you pull up to the address, it looks odd. It's got a privacy fence around it, and you can see several small buildings on the inside. If it wasn't for the snow, it'd be hard to see it, but all that light pollution really reflects off the snow.
Once you get parked, wait here, Evie. I need to go talk to someone.
you got it.
Okay.
And I go in.
Okay. And as you go inside, everyone's huddled inside their various little houses. You can see smoke coming from them, but you know which one Rowan normally is at when they're not out roaming.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's cold out. Even a kindred feels the cold, though. You don't have to worry about frostbite, thankfully. When you knock on the door, it opens up. Tilly,
Rowan.
get out of the cold.
And she walks in.
You know, you'd be frozen stiff. They'll find a popsicle halfway through the night.
That would be the least of my worries this night.
Oh, what have you gotten yourself into? You've not stolen something you're not supposed to again, have you?
No. We were sent to go get something from the Oracle.
Why would you go see her?
It was ordered by Cretius.
That's right. You went to that damn school.
Yeah, because of Annabelle, that fucking bitch.
Well,
If they don't want shit lifted, they shouldn't leave it laying around. I'm just saying.
I've told you about that. I don't necessarily always agree with that, but I also think you should probably lock up your valuables.
Exactly. So, I've got to go with my classmates to drop this thing off that we've picked up. I'm not sure if I'll be back.
I don't like the sound of that.
I don't either.
Okay. So I assume you're telling me for a reason?
Just to make you aware, if I don't make it back, I did everything. And they destroyed me anyway.
If I don't hear from you in 3 days, I'm going to see Wineka.
Good.
You'll know what to do.
Exactly. I did everything.
I mean, hopefully it doesn't come to that.
I don't expect you to try to save me or anything. But if it happens, know that I did everything as I was supposed to. And they did it anyway.
Gracious of all people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Man, I've heard some things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you do make it back, you got to tell me about the what goes on in school. I've been curious.
I will be happy to tell you everything.
A number of us have been curious about, well, how come so many fail? There's an awful lot of people disappear that go through there.
Well, Cretius is old and hungry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and by the way, Horus isn't Nosferatu.
Wait. He's not?
Clan of Death.
Well, Heck is going to want to know that shit too.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, Cedric's going to want to know that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I try to stay out of politics as much as I can, but unfortunately,
Yeah.
you know, our clan can't really avoid it. Not in this city.
So, there, I did one good thing for you.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's a good thing for me, but they're going to find that amusing and take action.
Mm-hmm.
Clan before sect is what Wineka keeps telling me. I keep telling him that's too old-fashioned and we need to get with the times.
Well, I need to go. They're waiting for me.
Be safe and watch out for the snow.
Absolutely. You too.
And Rowan actually leans in and gives you a hug, and she just,
And I hug her.
if you do survive, come back next week. I've been working on a new act.
I can't wait to see it.
You know, I know you have to stand way back because of the fire part, but that's what makes it fun.
I still love to watch it, though. It's fascinating.
You'll have to see it.
Yeah.
I do this thing, I twirl it over here, and I even eat the fire at one point, which
I don't know how you do that.
mind over matter. I've lost my mind. It don't matter.
It don't matter.
That's right.
Be well, Rowan.
Be well.
And she turns and leaves.
And you all see Tilly. She's not gone too long before she comes wandering back in from the commune. I'm going to give you all a brief scene without Tilly in the car. If y'all want to have a discussion while she was in there, go ahead.
You warm back there, yo?
Yeah, but I'm still a little confused. So if I got this straight, so we don't get killed by stakes, and I'm the only one in this car that's allergic to silver?
Yep.
I didn't know that it was possible to be allergic to silver.
It's possible to allergic to almost anything.
That's wild. And you guys can't talk to animals.
No, that's
Nope.
usually a Nosferatu or a gangrel thing.
But you can see in the dark.
Yeah, because a gangrel gave me the gift to do that.
Okay, so you can, but you got to learn it. So does that mean we can learn other skills from other people?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh. We survive this. I'm going to have to find somebody that I can talk to actually learn how to survive as opposed to whatever the hell this was. Because as far as I can tell, only thing I learned is don't make people above you embarrassed.
Yo.
That's
That's all they
basically
care
all you
about.
need.
Is
That's
that pretty much?
basically all you need.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it is admittedly a big chunk of it, regardless.
And that there's
Right.
always somebody bigger above you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Are there any gangrel in this town besides me?
Probably.
Probably.
Sorry, I don't have
Is
a low jack thing for finding gangrel.
Because I haven't met one yet.
Have you tried parks? Or
Well,
forest reserves? There's a whole shit ton around here.
I only got about 5 minutes before I was forced into the school.
Oh. Well, you've got plenty of places to look around here. Just if it smells like a werewolf, acts like a lupine, it's probably a lupine, and he'll kill you.
Gotcha. So werewolves are real then.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
haven't encountered one yet. You live on a park for 20 years and you haven't find one werewolf.
No. Not a single
Oh my-
werewolf.
Oh my
Horace
god,
will-
you're lucky. Well,
Yeah.
now, but
I did say I felt kind of lucky to survive this long.
Horace will pull out his phone, but he won't do anything with it yet.
And you all see Tilly coming back from the commune at this point. She gets in the car,
Princess-
covered in snow, by the way, because it's snowing hard.
She
Ugh.
brushes it off before she gets in the car, and she kicks her boots on the side of the car to knock the snow off the bottom of her boots so she's not tracking snow all through Evie's car. Gets in.
Did who you needed to speak to need anything for what you needed?
It's just my insurance if I don't come back.
Fair.
All right. Well,
Anyone else got it?
Yep. And now he'll dial up his contact in the church.
Okay. You're calling over to Indianapolis, no less,
Mm-hmm.
because that's where the ministry's big church is.
Yeah.
It's Keisha. What you got?
Hey, it's Horace. Went to Chicago like I was assigned and almost immediately got into some trouble. I reported that basically as soon as it happened. It's
Yeah, I
fine.
remember.
Yeah. What's not fine is that I think I'm about to be ended.
You know, if it's God's will, it's God's will.
I'm aware. I am aware. But that also means that whoever did it has taken out somebody who was attempting to do the will of our God. So,
Well, I will make a note. I have assets there that will inquire if I do not hear from you. But
do you have any assets within the tower here?
well, of course, I have some. We have dedicated members of the church. There's one I'd rather not talk to if I have to, but
That's
we have,
fair.
if you need and you have a chance, Marcel might be able to help you. He has the ear of the Primogen Council, and he is a devout follower.
I greatly appreciate that information. Thank you very much.
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't hear from me in 2 nights, they did it. So
If I do not hear from you in 2 nights, I will reach out and find out.
I shall go speak to Marcel. Thank you very much.
Go with God. And she hangs up the phone.
Yep.
Her musical voice almost, lyrical about when she says go with God.
Mm-hmm. All right, need to go speak to Marcel.
While we're on this kick train, kids, anyone else need to call anyone? We could just do a little, ride
Yeah.
throughout the thing.
I have a
Why not?
question.
Mhm.
Do any of you guys have any idea why I had to go to Chicago? I still, for the life of me, don't even know why I'm here.
Brother, until we got into that classroom the first time, I didn't even know you were a thing.
That's fair. I just don't understand. I mean, why would they have me, Howard Ness, coming to Chicago?
Because you're expendable.
How?
That's the thing. We are expendable. That's why we.
Yeah, that's true. I suppose
Ness,
I am
like Elliot Ness?
yes.
Oh my fucking God. Did you not see Untouchables? How do you? Oh my God. Untouchables, my dude. Seriously, Elliot Ness, 1920s Chicago era gangster shit.
No,
You don't even know the Chicago way, do you?
no.
Well, now Evie's going to educate you.
Oh, fuck my life in a goddamn handbasket.
Can
with
it happen
some
while
bars.
we drive to Marcel's?
You were driving.
Absolutely.
You are driving
I
on the way to where you know Marcel. You've been told before where he
Mhm.
hangs out. He's actually got a penthouse suite
Yep.
in one of the apartment buildings.
And I will feed that information to Evie.
And you're heading that way.
Damn, I didn't think I was going to be the driving bitch to this session. Fuck. God damn. Then again,
Thankfully,
if you.
It's only snow.
Oh,
The
fuck
Tahoe
yeah.
can deal with the snow. It's not the ice anymore.
I know, right? So she'll get you to where you need to go. She's going to start looking at her phone like, I need to call my sire.
Okay.
Okay, well, basically, Cliff's Notes is, Howard, that, Elliot Ness was basically the guy who spearheaded the takedown of gangs in Chicago.
He took on Scarface Capone, in
Mhm.
theory.
Well, it's a good thing he's dead, right? Don't have to worry about that.
Sure. I think that, my dude.
Not even blushed. Audible sigh comes from Horace.
Let's just put it this way. If you go into a fight in Chicago, they bring a knife, you bring a gun. You put your guy in the hospital, you put that guy's guy in a morgue. You always one up when you're in a fight with them.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think I should have stayed in Cleveland.
We're friendly people. Just don't fuck us up.
Maybe I should have changed my name at least.
Yeah, you think?
That might be smart.
Oh my god.
Because even if he's dead, people associated with him probably aren't.
Wait. Just a question.
Just an answer.
If you are a relative of Elliot Ness, and they brought you here to.
I don't
They
know
brought you
how I'm
here.
related to Elliot. I really don't.
No, but just in case you are, they brought you here to kill you, to put on this mission and just to basically sentence you to death.
Probably not
Aren't
my
we
sire,
like
then?
all in that? No, aren't we maybe related in that thing at the same time? I mean, maybe it's not an accident that we are all here. It's not like we screw it up only. If they brought him here on purpose, just to kill him, maybe they brought us all here on purpose to kill us.
I'm not
Maybe there's a
sure.
reason of why we are all here doing this mission, and not only because we screw it up with someone. I don't know. Maybe it's someone after us. I don't know.
Wait,
Just
what do you
thought.
mean somebody's after us? What you know?
Well, I got killed because of that, and then because I was a journalist when I was alive, and I was pretty good at my job, so I died. And then somebody brought me back, and here I am. And then I didn't know much about this world, so I started digging some stuff about some people in here. And then I was sent to the school.
As you pull up to this apartment building, it's got a parking garage. Horace, you've actually been told the code to get into it. This is part of your information you were given by Keisha. Do you go up alone, or do you?
I'll go in, see if it's cool for y'all to come up.
Okay.
You go inside.
Mm.
Guy is waiting by the elevator that comes out from the garage. Can I help you, sir?
Looking for Marcel.
1 second. Your name, please?
Horace.
And he goes over and he picks up a phone and he calls up. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. He hangs up the phone. Marcel is expecting you. And he actually walks you over to the elevator, puts a key in the lock, opens it up.
Before Horace steps in, he'll look. Has Horace received any other company?
You looking for anything in particular? Ghosts, stuff like that?
Oh,
Or are you asking
More
if
like
Marcel
me.
received any company?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like that's what I mean. Has Marcel received any company?
No, sir. The storm has
Any
kept
other-
everybody away tonight. It's been rather dead here. You're the first one who's come in since the storm started.
Excellent.
And
Thank you
He's
very much for your help.
steps in the elevator, pushes a button, steps out. Now, you know you have no way to get back down unless somebody else upstairs is going to put a key in for you as you ride up this
Yep.
elevator.
Mm-hmm.
And when you come in, step off the elevator, Marcel's actually on the phone. Yep, gotcha. And he hangs up the phone. Horace, didn't expect you tonight. What can I do for you?
I'll bow just a little bit. Thank you for seeing me on such short notice.
Well, of
First of
course.
all. So, as I'm sure you're aware, I've been in Chrysius' school.
Yes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, right? Right?
I tried to get
And,
you out of
you
that,
know-
but I can only advise. I have no power.
Yeah. Well, we were sent on a mission for graduation. And we were told to retrieve this clay-looking windmill or weather vane looking fucking thing.
Okay.
And it has to do with, he gestures towards a window, with all that bullshit.
That weird, unnatural storm?
Yep.
Mm. Now, you think it's involved how?
We had to get it from Lydia.
You went to see the Oracle.
Yeah.
You know, it's a bad idea,
Correct.
right?
Oh, that part's already done.
Oh, it's still a bad idea. She only says bad
Oh.
things.
Yeah. Oh, I'm aware. Like that's 90% of what comes out of Oracle's mouths anyway.
Yeah, that's why I don't do it.
Yeah.
That's why we don't do it. You
Mhm.
should put your, well, I mean, I guess you had to go get it. Otherwise, I'd say you should put your faith in the church.
Well, I've been trying to look at this school as a way to, be a better infiltrator in my next city.
Always got to be looking ahead.
Mm-hmm. So, but with everything that I've learned tonight, I am fairly certain that if everything goes the way that it's supposed to, we're going to end up all ash piles. We as in myself and the rest of my class, not me and you.
Now, why do you think that? Curious. I need to understand the situation. Real quick, before we continue, Horace, please give me a wits insight roll.
Holy shit. So that is 8. 1 crit, 1 messy.
He is deliberately keeping you here for a reason. You can sense that often. There is a reason he is making you explain everything very slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Tilly?
I want to roll something because I think this is taking too long.
Okay.
Wits awareness instincts.
Sure.
Oh.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Because this conversation, he is asking you a lot of questions about, making you elaborate and re-go over things and otherwise delay how long you're here.
He'll pull out his phone. I took a few notes.
7 with a
He'll
crit.
pull out his.
Okay.
He'll pull out his phone, and he'll text the rest of the. And he'll just quickly tap out to the rest of the team. It's a trap. Send.
And we're going to flash to the people in the vehicle down to the Tahoe.
This is taking too long. We need to
Yeah.
go.
He'll say, he'll.
As you get the text, there's a light rapping on the window next to you, Evelyn.
She doesn't. She just goes right into traffic.
Well, you're in the garage. You'd have to back out still.
Not a problem.
You're
Back it
going to
out.
roll. Let's have you roll then, because here we come. Let me put this. I got to pull this up because it's probably not going to end well for you, but we'll let you roll.
Yeah. When will it?
It never ends well for Kendra, does it? You
Nope.
get to roll intelligence plus resolve.
Oh, I love intelligence and resolve.
Do you have unswayable mind?
I sure
I
hope so.
do not.
God.
sadly.
Intelligence plus resolve, please.
Yeah, Rose and intelligence, kids.
And let me pull up mine. This is going to be a metric fuck ton of dice.
And you said resolve, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me pull up my metric fuck ton here, because that's an actual legitimate term, by the way, metric fuck ton, or as somebody here in particular called it, let me roll a maraca of death.
No, it's death maracas. Thank you very much.
I'm going to roll charisma plus dominate.
And I'm going to.
I do believe metric fuck ton is indeed the scientific term. Yes.
In this case, yes.
Willpower.
I willpowered it to as much as I could.
Then I got to roll. I got to add to my roll here. Because Fantasy Grounds, because I'm using Fantasy Grounds, won't even let me use as many dice for the power bonuses I'm rolling at this point.
Oh, dear.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay, how many did you get?
9 crit.
I got 10.
Fuck you. God damn it.
Standing is a woman you've met once before at her club, the Succubus Club.
Oh, God damn it.
And in a commanding voice, step out of the vehicle, please.
She's going to look at Tilly for a moment and say, I can't resist.
She didn't have to look you in the eye. She used straight voice to do it.
Go.
She can't. She must step out of the vehicle immediately.
Yeah, she's
Yep.
telling Evie go.
Evie can't say no. She's doing it.
Yeah.
She's telling Tilly she can't resist.
Yeah, that's fine. You get out of the car. Tilly is literally gonna pop in some fucking headphones and get behind
As
the
you're
wheel.
grabbing them, all of you, do not resist. Get out. Roll.
Mm-hmm.
I have unswayable mind, by the way.
You get 2 extra dice. You can roll intelligence plus resolve and add, what is your fortitude actually? 1 or 2? Let me look. I got it here too.
2.
2, you get 2 extra dice.
You lucky bastard.
I
gonna
roused
go
and
ahead and-
succeeded to surge.
Okay.
I'm going to rouse as well.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Cool.
Now we know
So
who
it's
Marcel was
resolve?
on the phone with, don't we?
It's resolve and what?
It's resolve and intelligence.
Okay, so I buffed that up. So that's 6.
That is 10 with a crit.
Nicely done. I'm going to roll hers.
Because I actually got 2 pairs of crits.
Hey, come on. Give me my dice.
I get 2 with blood buff.
wrong
Is
one.
that correct? Or
Wrong
just
You get
one?
2 extra with the blood buff.
2 extra dice. Yep.
So you get 2 for the fortitude,
it is.
unswayable mind, and 2 for the blood buff. So an extra 4.
Okay, so that's 11 die.
Okay. What'd you get?
I only have 10 dice. It's going to take me a minute.
That's fine. Good luck.
Well, there's at least one there, so that's going to be a no.
But ones don't cancel.
Ones
so
don't cancel.
how many did you get? How many successes?
Oh, okay.
Remember, if you get 2 10s, that counts as 4 successes, not 2. But you got to get 2 10s.
I'm going to willpower that beast.
I bet you will.
Then it's still only 3 dice, right?
Yep. You can replace 3 of your failures.
Actually, I'm going to burn a willpower and roll.
You're going to willpower yours?
Yeah.
Might be a good idea. You're dealing with the Methuselah.
I did get 10 with a crit, but
Yeah, I will.
oh shit.
willpower
Okay,
too.
yeah, that was 2 more
How
successes.
many
So that's
dice
12.
do I roll
That's
with
12 with a crit.
willpower?
You're going to roll intelligence and resolve for you. So let me pull you up real quick because, yeah,
4 for me.
intelligence plus resolve is 6 dice.
Yes.
As a base, you don't have unswayable mind. So right now you're rolling 6 dice. If you surge, you can roll 8.
Okay. So
Oh,
8
yep.
dices.
Actually, it's 11 dice, so I get to re-roll
Okay.
one of these.
Yep.
And that's another one. So that's 5 successes?
5
I
ain't
had
gonna cut it.
4. No.
Oh,
That's still a pretty good roll, though.
Still a
out of
good roll.
11
I'll give it to you.
dice. I had 1 crit, but that's not 2 crits.
That doesn't help.
No.
Yep, it's still good. I mean, you still rolled well for your number of dice.
Against the Methuselah,
Uh,
that's pretty good, you know?
the willpower. How many dices?
You
I
can
throw
take 3 of
willpower?
your failures and re-roll 3 of them. That's it.
Okay, I will burn a willpower.
And for chat, while everyone's rolling, she can't slam the
Okay.
horn. You've been given a direct command. You have to obey it if you fail your roll immediately. No option to avoid it.
6.
So what do you got?
I got 12 with a crit.
Let me ask it this way. Does anybody beat 13 with a crit?
No. Damn, I was so close.
So close. She rolled 14 dice. Got 13
Yeah, I
with
feel
a
you on
crit.
that one.
I mean,
Fucking bitch.
that tracks.
And literally,
That
Tilly
tracks.
says that under her fucking teeth.
Oh, you can say that all you want.
Bitch.
You're just not resisting and you're stepping out. And she leads you over to the elevator. And you ride up the elevator with her.
Motherfucker.
And as you're
Beep,
talking
beep.
Marcel to Horace, or to as Marcel's talking to you, Horace, you hear the elevator ding. And in steps the other 4 of you.
Fuck.
And a woman, Portia, owner of the Succubus Club. And when she comes in, Marcel just nods his head to her and just walks out of the room.
As
So-
Marcel's walking out, Horace will look at him. We are taught that we are a brotherhood, save for our God. Why do you refuse me and forsake me when I come to you for aid?
Portia laughs because he's mine, bound to me. Now, we
I
are
stop
going
there.
to have a talk. You are going to tell me everything you were doing tonight, why you were doing it, and who you were doing it for.
Can I soaring leap out the window?
You're under a pretty powerful dominate, but I will let you roll willpower.
Okay.
That's a long jump. You won't make that landing, but at least you're out of that problem, aren't you?
Wish I could soaring leap up.
That is 6 with a crit.
Out a window, though.
Mhm.
On a penthouse suite.
Mhm.
To break through the window, she's going to have to not soaring leap up. She's going to have to soaring leap out.
Out. And then fall.
Yep.
Mhm.
And out, Tilly goes out the window, plummeting. There's no way you survive that landing.
That's fine. That bitch ain't taking me.
You plummet. Wait a minute, did Tilly have the statue?
Yeah. Did she have the statue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, she did.
Out Tilly goes the window. And we're going to fade to black here because we all know what happens when you're in Portia's grasp.
And if someone's
Yeah.
watching, they'll know to come get the fucking statue.
I mean,
You all were warned. If you leave the web, the spider will get you. You left the web. The spider got you. I would like to thank my players for the stories of our Windy City, stories of Windy City, everybody. Had they chosen to go straight back to Cratius with it, they would have lived. They would have just been serving Menelaus. But you all serve, as you were told by Lydia, we all serve somebody.
Funny enough, it's the exact opposite of the way I thought it was going. I thought he was serving.
Cratius is
The other-
serving Menelaus.
Yeah, I had it exact opposite.
Mhm.
That's why I was like, oh.
So you all deviated from the web that you were on, and the spider got you.
Mhm.
Because Portia's been called many things, and one of them is a spider.
Mhm.
Her
Yeah,
tendrils
that's
run
legit.
deep. I would like to, again, thank the players for this. This was amazing. I'd like to thank the viewers. A number of bits come in, as always, so everybody understands. Bits and donations, they go to the players, not to the studio. Relin and I do not take the bits and donations. So after this stream, I'm going to see how many came in, and that's going to go to...
Give Mama a coffee for freaking soaring out a goddamn window
Now,
instead
yes,
of letting Portia
if you want to
take
support
me.
the studio, you can subscribe on Twitch, or you can pop over to our coffee. We have a place. Are you doing the things? Or you want me to put it
Hang on.
or you can pop over to our coffee. That's where you can donate to pay for Mama her coffee.
Buy me a coffee for Tilly soaring
but-
out the window.
A number of bits come in, so I think that
You
was
should do
amazing.
it. It was badass.
It was badass. I'd like to thank the players that came to this, of course. As always, join us on the Discord. So you know this show was cast directly from our Discord. If you're on the Discord, you might get to play with us because we cast shows all the time. We have a casting call open right now for Demon the Fallen. And yeah, that's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be in the vein of the TV series Lucifer, but as a dark detective noir kind of thing. It should be fun. But we have a casting call open for it. Plus, if you join us on the Discord, you can play things like we do a Blood on the Clock Tower game with members of the community that's not streamed. That's a lot of fun to people that have played it so far. Plus, we just have a cool community. We do weekly Zoom hangouts. It's just a good place to be. We love our community. You want to catch back episodes? Right over here in chat, we have a link. Catch our YouTubes. Catch all of our, Haunted Chronicles who stream on our channel. Their stuff's there. And Ishvel also, who streams with us, have stuff over there. You want to get some great content? I mean, right over here, you see our friends in chat right now. See this person over here, Junie? The RPG table. Matter of fact, down there in the corner, look down there. Horace there. Camarilla Shadow. You also see him appear on the RPG table. And of course, we always like to shout out Ravenous Archon, who's going to be this Tuesday, Mage Season 3 on our channel with us, which Relin will get into in a minute. Want to get some merch? We got some good merch stuff. Check out our merch. I don't think we have one for Stories of Windy City, but you can always get, I played in a McStabber Studios one shot, and all I got was this t-shirt because you died and that's all you have left is your t-shirt. Unless you're splatted on the street.
We just say we got shanked.
I mean, we could do that too, but trying to think before, let Junie, you got anything you want to announce? Anything you're doing? I'm giving you a little time to announce your stuff.
I'm on break, motherfuckers.
For those that don't know, Junie on the RPG table does Vampire on Saturdays.
Mm-hmm.
If you like Vampire, you should really go check out the RPG table. They may be on break, but they still do Vampire. Camarilla Shadow there, Horace down there. What are you doing? Let people know.
Well, as you have already noted, I do appear on the RPG table frequently. Fairly soon, I will be beginning storytelling on that channel myself. I will be storytelling 2 games. One, I will be storytelling my own vampire game set in my home area of Hampton Roads, Virginia. So that'll be fun. It's it will be a loose continuation of the 3-shot that I story told, both on RPG table and on Table of Horrors, where I am also currently playing a Bruja named Skull on the show Nihon Nights. And I also, much like Junie, mod over on the Cajun Night Discord server. If you want to play Vampire the Masquerade or Werewolf or Mage or Changeling in a text setting, come join us.
I always like to give anyone who's doing stuff like that. Tabarish, I don't think you're in any other streams. You just started joining us for streams, which I thank you for. I mean, this isn't your first stream with us, but just your first Vampire. with us. So thank you for joining us. And I'm going to turn it to my lovely wife, who's going to give us our schedule as we're outroing here.
Yep. Thank you so much for joining us for Stories of Windy City today as we played these, Z team neonates that really
Doomed.
doomed.
Oh yeah, we were super doomed.
Coming up tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern is Tamshu with his Tormented Souls D&D 5e Curse of Strahd campaign. So far, they still are surviving, but I don't know how. You need to tune in at 8 p.m. tomorrow Eastern to check that out. Then on Tuesday, March 1st, Ravnos Archon is back with Mage, set in 1988. Season 3 of Mage. It is called Neon Squall. You'll want to tune into that at 8 p.m. Eastern. Zeddy will be in that one. So you want to check that out at 8 p.m. on Tuesday.
I hope he's not from Cleveland in that one, too.
And then for over the next week, we also have on Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern, so a little bit earlier than our normal weekday streams, Tamshu will be running a pre-recorded Dead of Night that features Shanky. I believe Zeddy might have been in that one. You weren't
No,
in
that one was myself, Jaeger, Ravnos Archon. Man, we keep
Yeah,
bringing him up.
Ravnos Archon was
Keep
in
bringing
that
up
one.
Ravnos Archon.
Mhm.
And I'm trying to think
I
of
can't remember who all
the
was in it.
last person that got murderized. There was another murderized person, and I'll tell you in 1 second. It was Gray.
Gray.
Which we hate
Yeah.
murderizing Gray because we love Gray, but he got murderized.
Yeah, so check that out at 6 p.m. Eastern on Friday. And then, of course, you can come back here on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, where Shanky will be your boy Twitch, given the Season 5 summary before we start up Season 6 on the 13th.
Yep. As always, we always have vampire content on Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern. So you can set your clock. 5 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, we will have something vampire related. So hype training coming right as we're getting to the end.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
here's something I am hype about. I'm going to bring this up now. As always, when we end these streams, mental health, everybody, it's not a joke. It's not a laughing matter. Please take mental health seriously. Check in on those around you. Check in on friends, family, loved ones. Anyone, whether you've heard from them recently or not, please check in on them. Because sometimes all people need is a voice that listens. Then you can be that lifeline they need to get them off the cliff. And if you do suffer from mental health issues, like many of us do, myself included, it's okay to not be okay. It really is. Mental health is health. And right now in chat, there's a list of names and numbers that you can call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get assistance if you need it, because we all need help someday. And if you're one of our non-US viewers, we've got a number of those. There's even a website in chat where you can go and plug in your country of origin and find out the helplines in your country, because everyone, mental health it's a serious thing. We want everyone to be around, not just for our shows, but just to be around. And it's okay to not be okay. And we take that very seriously. And I'm going to turn it over to my wife for her part, because she's got her own public service message.
Absolutely. I, Relyn Dare, also known as Mama McStabber in Twitch chat, is a registered nurse. Nicest mean nurse you'll ever meet. I do what I do and say what I say because I actually care about people and want them to live and be thriving as long as they can. Please, please, please go get your vaccines. Get your COVID shot if you haven't. Get your booster if you have. And also, it is still technically flu season. Go get your flu shot before the season's up, because flu can actually carry through most of the year, and that one shot will help protect you until the following season.
Yep.
So please go get those done. Please. Said with love.
And for anyone who's lost family to COVID, my heart goes out to you. It's rough. And I also, because of what's going on in the world, I want to end this with, fuck Putin.
Yep. Oh, yeah, and fuck the governor of Texas, too.
And fuck the governor of Texas.
Yeah. Fuck Greg Abbott.
I'm going to say fuck both of them.
Yeah.
The world would be a better place if
Without
they would just
assholes like
calm the
that.
fuck down and act like a normal fucking person.
Why are we fucking Charity? I don't think we should.
Not the fun way.
Not the fun.
No.
With the steaks we grabbed. Yes.
Can we?
Yes.
They were Alderwood steaks, and sometimes you need to give somebody a good Alderwood. But
Can we wrap them in sandpaper first?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
and hot sauce.
Okay, well, good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, hot sauce and sandpaper. So good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I had a blast, and
Thank you.
first time I've had Junie as a player. First time I've had Horace there, Camarilla Shadow, Comic Book Joker on a Discord as a player, and first time I've had Taborish and Zeddy. Jesus, I had 4 new players at my table.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So-
shit, you popped all of our cherries.
I like that. I'm into that stuff. So,
And I popped Marcel's window. Fuck that guy, too.
Yeah.
yep. So good
Yeah.
night, everybody. Thank you for coming.
Good night, everybody.